The Captain 1. Pabrama from Sancha me on also the boy, my double crater Musamano. Yedi Chimono Yedi Babra will need 100.9. So, the media, you are part of it. And a very interactive show. And it's baby, I will be on my dream, baby, I'll be fun. And yes, 0503721744. 0503721744. Telco Facebook Live, me patch with them. Need 100.9 FM. Need 100.9 FM. And you made the demo you po. Sarah soon as I call you your YouTube channel now. And your Despite Media. Despite Media, and only a YouTube channel now. Be we need FM. Now don't say boss say co. Let them know me because we exclusive interviews as usual. And the other brother will need 100.9 so. Ya kaja na gumo ano no. E samle the others so. Na na do da kwaku for say fighting corruption there. Na ben or born home den papa. Agenda 111. Edra Eye House Minister. Ene Eye the Presidential Advisor on Health. Yera Eye Kwabena Kwaku AGYEMAN. Ene Dr. Anthony Siansari. Wamu yen central function. Wabo de samde do wana na tuja. Wamu so wame nam keka se ana banye jayo ayaresa bia hye wira mu ne ade no. Wamu boa. Na wamu de central fo bedi omachi na ye nyina yakwa akwahwe. Se ye no kresa wamu ja bibia hye wira ma. Yeka UTAG funds are suspended on strike in Enra. When him say Emremono, say universities, say your public universities, say young school friends for a year 21 days, sir. You tutum you close down. It be a cigana pain. It's when in our times and a pen back up you. Ayadeka UTAG woman suspended strike and I got by Friday. By Friday, I ought to the Nanka University, public university, Nanka baby. I say to me, close down. Minority for at the age statement about MONTIE and say Agenda 111 Romunini. Dom Kuma Wagana Rashobe, the few Musomunini. Oh, my penny, oh, be city. I say, then a year hospital send me and sound. And Rapano member back home. A woman made so. I say, I dare no a year 111. Okaboma 1 + 1 + 1 3. I send another year 3 hospitals will be in a moment 111. Yes, I will. Bepacho, drop your comments. You're making kind of about WhatsApp and Facebook Live. Kwabra mafuni, kwabra mache.
Mejo sobra.
Brana bibia boko.
Oh, radiatum na ponso.
Eden yang nyakopa do modi ache, ya ye jinejirem. Good.
Onya bie ya punu se dia.
Obie ni se dia na che se bibia dem yopo. Asedam kutu odi de ma no. Good. All right.
Ejuma pade eye.
Kwabra yakwa ni mebo so no de atosumi you know.
Abusuafo da bakata ya frano telegraphic ya nimu na mitine. Wade mampani na nado danko akufu adu mfani abatua. Ana anti-corruption coalition. Ebra wamuti Jubilee House anra. Ya anu wamutute nkomo. Ewana mampani na nado danko akufu adu katre mpenifo yise. Ebanu katasisane proya. Waya adiye panchile nkamfunu wose wode diye. Nanso waya adiye papa. Ya wasaba sobodiye. Esansu wabaya katasisane proye. Wetumia kwetu asia wakana anumwa. Die nipa baya anu waye. Asuru wanu anso no wade aba no watese UTAG. Aya University Teachers Association of Ghana. Omo strike ya womu ye no. Ankanda yi ana ye 21 days ya. Se 21 days ne basu no womu nkwa atuma de ya. Na esese womu tutu adisua bia ye aban universities ni nyina womu atutum. Na ejebo ejanya ba bedu. Sa fani mienu nyina agye atum se won betena se no akwa akwasiesie wonu mu asem. enti UTAG for strike ya wɔn de sisa so no ɛnɛ the bucket table one man yɛsɛ wɔn atua sign amurobes ɛne aposifoɔ ɛde siani atututoɔ ɛne amurobes yi atutuo gu aposifoɔ so tutuo gu aposifoɔ tutuo gu aposifoɔ so na aposifoɔ sɛ hwɛ na mo ne yɛn ho amu na akɔgye ntete training ɛwɔ pɛ na aposifoɔ no nso adane agu wɔn so ɛbrɛ amurobes ne to saa no na aposifoɔ no ada fam enti amurobes ne tutuo na wɔn tugu wiem ɛtoa nka obiara na aposifoɔ no da fam te sɛ deɛ wɔn hate frame na tɛburomanfoɔ no ɛkɔ akɔku kres no a sɛdeɛ wɔn yɛ no wɔn deda fam din na ayɛsɛ wɔtene ho baa kakra na wɔtene ho baa kakra na bi kura de nwura ahyehyɛ akyi wɔn tirim no saa na Ghana police service foɔ ayɛ na wɔn ayi amurobes no gu hɔ ɛho asɛm ɛwɔ de bɔkrataa yɛ ne mu ɛnduro no a yɛfrɛ ne sɛ AstraZeneca ɛyɛ paneɛ no a yɛdi nka bɔɔ no first bi some time ago no ebi aba abɛduru na ne aba abɛduru yi ɛyɛ 250,000 ɛna aba abɛduru a yɛde ba abɛbɔ yɛn wɔn mu tɛ sɛ ɛyɛ UK aban ɛna wɔse Ghanafoɔ monye na momfa nkurakura mo ho a de bɔkrataa daily graphic anim ha wɔde asɛm yi aba na Ghanaian Times anim ha nso the same thing was COVID-19 vaccine no yansaka 249,600 doses na sa doses ya aba bedre eye UK aban anu atesa Ghana for yade no ba ya mo ho akyere mo enu ntimunye nnuro yi yade ma mo kwa na momfa nkurakura mo ho ya enduro no nso nie ewo container m enti usa container no a womu the United States of UK United Kingdom womu Ghana flag no agba ha and womu de covers nduro ni bi asan so atre womu flag ne ntan pe se eduro no aba abeduro enti anie ya kwa akoyi na ya de aba abebo yen enra demonstration bi akoso a na womu tesa akatua no esua wode ho asama de aba owura akwaku agyema menu anu waka kire John Dramani Mahama se ne hospitals no asofa kakakrakra no mawie ni nyina na mom hospitals ya wa Ghana no esua enti no wamu ya investment ya de 111 asa de aba ka ho papa so pa wo maso anya na num de aye ne yie mu a na kwaku agyema menu kro ya na eka sei Ghana fo bi na ebisa mampani se Pandon twins fo sika no a wasi obetua no sika no wai enti na dadaada womunya kwanwan twins no operation no na no na kwaku agyema menu atese da binya sa na tie sika no kura de aye ready na sa kwanwan twins operation no ya titi so womunya specialist 166 no womu begina ho na womu akondoni womu na tata twins ya separate womu enti nyasa bia sika na aniwa na mampani kan ye wantua sika ndi da ho aye ready na mom specialist no na no womu kika womu bom nti odonfo dom ye ne a next month ho no womba start aye sa operation no na condon twins no womu separate womu afa bust sika bia na BDC fo no ekodi womu ntan aseso womu tie aya 446,845 Ghana cedis ya na nkase so womu recover says nyina every BDC fo no ntan auditor general report tell say bust entumi anyi sika no ama megu ya futuo mu a BDC fo no afa says sika yi kwa na delegate democrat anim ha ode John Dramani Mahama mfani abatoa ana wasmal kama na John Dramani Mahama de aprobo ekopie mu wa borgatanga ULA radio na bra wane nsamtafo tote nkomo no ana wamu bisa no agenda 111 anu watata tia 111 sa no wamu nam wamu kase wonu aboka guwo 120 billion Ghana cedis 120 billion Ghana cedis womu de no akwa tina 400 billion Ghana cedis na 400 billion Ghana cedis ni wanum guase Any baby, a woman, no one call for Bisa, wouldn't say, Sikanamu the other, Sikanamu the other. Another man penny, a young and new one tea. Wakwa baby, I knew Bisan say, a cabe brebe, cabe brebe, the other no. Abani Trimuso. Mamen Quaka Bibi, and only agenda 111, Wabeka, no. Nancy the Boca Tetra say, agenda 111 hospital, no, Womubasi, a babesi, no. I said, John Dramani Mahama pa, and Unti, Anna, or Kawan Samoa, say. Na the Boca Tayanim was in Brona Barbedru, I 249,600 doses here, United Kingdom for UK, Adiamayan say, ye, na yamo, na yam fan kuntia ya dianwa, ya friend COVID-19, no. Afei, Kodons of Wapoku, and Wakasa with the Boca Tayanwa, what they say. 2016 war, and this Yamanyo Kwanam Aswaya, a share and Yinamoso, Aquato meter at the buyer. Na meter no, okay, canning in Abu Abomua, $36 million meters here, woman the buyer. Na Kodons of Wapoku Tresse, one Kasa, Katas send a proya pa, was a meter no, ya woman quato buyer no, one won't be that, and no one some Auditor General and what as a bust of our no contract be. Now $39 million here. Woman quality approval and free will be anti. And one say, Woman Casatina say, a car womutipamo, and Womu award sa contract no, Wabra, Omo quality approval and free will be anti. Afei, the Boca tire friend said the chronic Renimanso, what Abba. And what I say, Mampenina now the Danko Kufuado, agenda 111 Waka, no. Don Dramani Mahama, Edan the Formua, was serenity, say, afterthought, what one a banny trim, and Wakoka Bibi. Now we're wrong, Koku and Nido. Ya, former deputy general secretary, yeah. Emma and this Yoma suspending the Tressa, Mampeni, obey to me, aye. All right, Mammy Kwam Manusini Shen Comona say, how you need 100.9. Yene Dr. Da Costa Boaje, or your Director of Health Promotion and in charge of Risk Communication said the COVID-19 Ghana Health Service. Yene no in Komofa, a year Quabra, 249,600 doses are. Yensaka, a year COVAX facility. Doc, Mache.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
Maybe I told you a couple of them as well.
Oh, I don't miss my way up.
Yede Yakopo say, Nia Yatene say, you receive another COVAX facility, doses of 249,600. Inchirumubene.
That's it. I'm in far in Emma with T4. Na me sasia with normal advice I am the ma Ghana for you. Yet say infections no, and then me no say active cases no a war 6,265. In Nipa omo 945. And daily case no a 524. Nina say I am uncoy. In spite of all the new mind ego kwamuna. Na yari timene pa your face mask. And I say ye hokuyansa na yet see and tell. Now the new intervention yaba for enforcement home. Your friend on peer-to-peer responsibility and our peer-to-peer enforcement strategy. Saying it here. Those who answer face master in Casa, men calling chain, or bound chain for one for face mask because they who say young citizens no, yes, we have a responsibility to enforce. And see, that ideas for you, your tone, Emma, your bushing for your family members, and the community no. And see, young Catholic, the police, police safety protocols, face mask wearing, and home, the Akika honing now. And see, I don't know maybe time I can, the two Ghana 4.
Okay.
Now, some catch last week said, Penny Echo United Kingdom. Now, on the British Prime Minister. ɔne AstraZeneca for no hyiaeɛ me na meka ho bi na nkɔmmɔ no a yɛkɔdiiɛ no ɛna nyame adom Britain for no through covers. The covers here facility WHO, UNICEF, UN bodies, almost put it together. They receiving vaccines at the 92 countries, no. And the almost Britain for at the covers. It's almost from Ghana and other countries, but Ghana they receive it. Nti yɛ deɛ na yɛreceive no ɛyɛ 249,600 doses ɛnra na yɛ maame tena ne chief director ne others ɛkɔfaeɛ ɛwɔ airport nti nkyerɛmu a ɛwɔ hɔ no na ɛdeɛ bɛyi na bɛyɛ ama yɛn
good
sɛ wobɛkae sɛ yɛdi kan awɔ paneɛ no bi a bɛsɛ yenuamo be 600 to 700,000 almost our first dose, our pain, almost second doses. Obekai.
Mekai pa mekura meka ho bie.
Aha. The we ebwa ama yen etimi astartes our second doses no ama yenuamo almost our first doses no. Na enye no ani o Idi besaba ya me mpesam di base betuga o man penny boy to ma pa next week and then the following week idi besaba by the time I yemi we no don't say di besan aba nti ni nyina ne say mo ma ye nyina ye mfa sepa entire aban na chi na nia oye no ye make sure say ya support it near to say the American peer-to-peer enforcement, no, near move the asset Christmas. The free of mind.
All right. Okay. Now, young Koya, bisa some of the questions I have for specific issues in the home. It's now a facility where you banner, Bepacho Kwan Ben Sunny Befaso, na ya administer the ama, Yanoma Yedi can work first those are. Ebi ba ya yentimi enye bie na still edasu wo ye mo kwan ben so na mo befa so
that's it who say you wo data ne wo dada you wo I mean we no ye electronic into obia one wo the first dose or 10 the second dose no ye wo dada into be kaya emre bi kra edru na ye send text messages ama omo almost first dose anyway. You be making sure say because this is for a specific group. And you be making sure say you be reaching out to that group no through your systems. No? But normally anything the bus there your pocket master we are planning your planet saying you be reach you almost in your plan you're planning in our before. Now the good thing is that a very strong immunization system, and we struggle to say we cancer, you never amount for. It's any problem. Very soon, no, take the encounter. I say, your shirt size exercise, no, I say. Johnson and Johnson, I shall see. I sent you almost here from the 13th. But may assure us summary or more because not the vaccines were in demand. And for craft of star line the later almost on the 16th in roof the other and see you see in real noir in AstraZeneca any of the noir so now the Obenya no next when so near the vaccines need a brain and from wherever na meaning and say that the American yes we are face mask wearing and who here passes Mama for the peer-to-peer enforcement strategy and now you make sure say yeah and the more we media when you ambassadors to the peer-to-peer enforcement because all that a enforcement part not a problem enforcement part not a problem Mama terminate this message and then for and say or more and surface mask no.
Okay, Doc, mo best resort to a year SMS messages na mo send na.
Yeah, the experience is that you can just ask in happen the neck and I have a master.
Okay.
And you mean one say best time ISR because you were data no over there and one is there net outpost no almost 20 messages a month. Me did say and not when you're bad. A bit near you to appointment system, a bit near you to kind of saying, I mean, system I have to say, you did say, a boa, for any system, Namano, opportunity. I don't think there's a problem with this, but Nina actually, the Babel problem, yeah,
Yeah, because the American member ye victim of it into na me Samsona, yes. On say first ye kwa your first dose in the you know. Text messages no me colleagues ni bia me no mko wo ye ebinsa kan ye mu bi ye nya message it ye rely on one more message no and ye adwen say ye beko bia ya ye kwa wo ye pane no but no ye say one more be one na mo ye call first one no mu ni ho second one na colleagues ni bi call ya wo mo ekokwo wo ye ewo bia ya ye kwa wo first dose no later na ye say ye resort to Adabraka polyclinic na yenkonkowo ebi rashe call ye no etimi sakan ye mu bi a yentima ante information intam ye ko na ye chese vaccine na senti e ho no sa discrepancies no enti na emman bisa sa kwan a ye befa so na yetimi regulate sa aspect ni ye.
Okay, me that's it. I think that what the event said, they were coming, they were fun on board, but me kai say media for your mamo course and media center.
Accra International Press Center.
Accra International, but bear in mind, say, you see, initially, no, that was just an arrangement, but Accra will say, and I know Ghana Health Service Center. Into your data system, the buying decided say any and say you're linking it to Ghana Health Services systems, no. And you use proximity. I find a bank where into the only bad about. But I understand say be more answer and come text messages. That one yes. Into her prime bab on saying ever car saying so some count only 3 days necessary on some count text message at Mr. Call center now for war. Into maybe I don't see maybe for force to call Accra you kind of say
Polyclinic one, yeah. Okay.
And see, don't worry, you better take into consideration now.
Okay.
A client the first one, you better reach out to be our one the first dose, be our second dose.
Doc, as an major with dete with the two journey, you know to me say a idea a try you say yadi no ho said what we can kai.
Yes.
Yeah, safety protocol see sudie. Well, wearing of mask no no ana me say say ye boy your home den kakra me mu data say nation no aba form ana ekosoro. Na mo dia me woni say ye mo your home den e wo ho the social distancing no ana mu hu ni sa.
Yeah, that's it. For face mask no. Yes, yeah frequent surveys. Exists here no. You concentrate on Greater Accra na Master into Greater Accra Regional Directorate. Omo so omo go to crawl omo yes survey no more for the door mask no study across way. In a Greater Kumasi Accra, they almost did some of the preliminary results at the future are almost so a good store because they are a continuous process. But you who say listen no akosho kakra, but then yet to the we are in pay. The two shots is here regional ministers no. Aiding to town say almost using the various respect groups in assemblies no enforce COVID-19 protocols no. Now over social distance now you see the say so any other places are almost systems no and supporting social distancing. But systems no and supporting as any then yes as here. Usha yen krano ya mamre e ma yechia ya hu eye wen the from like scratch inti sa ye bibisa na ya na to for amount for to accept because many years this is what people have been doing to say kodoma ye nyina ye bom yanka se entity and term ni we inti we ne buy the na say you make sure say you get the population no be inside me first the systems no you put in place systems a bit near social distance.
Okay.
Yeah, boy, who more damn beer. So, see, Ghana need beer and say social distance and here then. Implementation, no, and no now. I mean, yeah, na yet then. But no cry, no. Who says, see, you quite human beer. Now, the almost it's in term. The see, a quiet when you can say, yeah, I am for 4 years. Say, yeah, I won't any arrange chest. On your day, wait to her, now wait to her, near the tin but first, none your day. Then, sister, and as I say, on say, and she and a crown, a jay. They say almost day, almost maybe almost in a year way. And see, those are some of the things. Initially, near the system, no, but to say no, my own self because for a year. But you see, you know, as a minor, yeah, first year in this say, yeah, the vaccination, the project. Now, you're saying face mask, next year, your head immunity. Me sure say all these practices never beg me. I'm a for England, perfect. Almost sports stadium, 40,000. Almost in our stadium, almost park, almost I didn't hear because almost in our paniano, and head immunity is 80% of the population, no, and vaccines. And Muma, more buying. That's a I see a 4 penny and your coat. I see a say face mask. Me sure say ancient. You won't penny life will be back to normal. It's sanity.
Okay. You better say but what can say vaccines ni dodo na beba no. Ni nyina ye Covax facilities ya na ye hwe animu. Ayai ana ye de sika be kwakoto.
Many are there this sika be kwakoto ka ho. Johnson. Yeah na ye talk from the African Medicines for African Union, Avetos, Covas, Necrano, your Mutu, your Bakwa, Utimito. And see, you see, Covas Necra to say a middle way be or what, and Buamasa 92, no, almost a distribution. And see, some of my donations, yeah, we are budget.
Okay. Okay, ti the ba ye die no de yan to.
There be we Britain are buying through the initiative of His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo embracing the trip here or call UK and home for slowly be a yenya no any.
Yo. Okay, na no pay you that.
Yo, this me that wants to Israel.
Unshira wonsom. Yene Dr. Da Costa Boaje, Director of Health Promotion and in charge of risk communications of COVID-19. And now for COVID-19, now Ghana Health Service on the Yedeno AD and common high unit 100.90 yeshe. Now mum okadi COVID-19 card no. It is a edu wosuna what the ayira obeni dey.
And now me crampum baby say na ye bet to me mampeni bet to me aboaye to kwa kwaji nro bi abana. Ye ma medre man sa begina mu beji yesi.
There be na middleman dey na mampeni dey eye the Covax facility no wo ko facilitate here. Say yes sabit me eye dey aka. And na esro middleman dey middleman dey no. Eno no ye dey na ye boy homoden na ya pesika akwa akoto e dey aba because Covax won say ache.
And na me say Covax ya
ache. Achepa ye can say yes abeka na say nye no. Abra yes abeka say nye because what date e wo me card isu a ye recall we ya that was 3rd of March.
See a titi wo mo a wo de beba. Ye koso afre wo mo a.
And ye fa pressure to wo.
Ye the course. Wo frɛ onta wo pe obi atete na wo frɛ no mfa na wo frɛ na wo frɛ
sa near the pressure to wo.
Yes, wo mbewu di ya.
Kabna ya kwa enim.
Abusuafo da baka ta ya friend say chronic anim na mitine yi. Wade aba no wata say enra na presiding member ya wo KMA. Ewo Kumase edibetu da watra say obi amampani bayi ni say o meye meyo ewo Kumase no. Say wantua ka wo mu de no a sa nipa kro no wo mu betu atia no. Na no na da baka ta ya Victoria wan wata say there be asam no papa ne kan no anka ne ye kire se o reject mampani appointee a eno nkyerɛ sɛ wa solve saa problem no ɛda hɔ nom no enti ebetumi anka saa asɛm no koraa no ɔmɛtensan afei tension ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ akorɔ so manso na wɔn tɛsa ahemfo mmienu ɛna wɔn de ntokwa asi ani wɔhene baako wɔn tɛsa nsase a ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛna wɔhyɛ daa bɛkatra ada side ne so obi pɛ bi de ayɛ 1 district 1 factory abɛn initiative saa wɔboa wɔn ana ɛpɛ nsase no atɔn ɛno ɛna ahemfo nkaeɛ no ɛwɔ the other side ne tɛsa hene ha nkoom bɛtua mɛkorabɔ so mbɛgya no ama na fa asase 200 acres paadeɛ ɛnya adeɛ bi bɛsi denti ɛhoma nsoteɛ ɛbobɔ ba ɛwɔ akorɔ so manso Tondamani Mahama ɛda ha na mampani nanado agenda 111 no ɛna Tondamani Mahama ɛsere mampani tee ya wɔde ne mfoni abɛtoa owura kwaku anyido ho ɛnso atɛ sɛ saa project yɛ agenda 111 no ɔsupporto ɛyɛ ade papa ebetumi aboa na wɔman no apɔmuden etina ne nan so enti sɛ mampani se obesia ya sabia 111 ya kwaku anyido ho tɛ sɛ wɔsupporto na Ghana Legal Council ɛna Democrat yɛ nim wɔde aba no wɔtɛ sɛ sika bi a ɛsɛ nka kwada wɔ mu futuo mu no wɔn divert yɛ ɛde kɔfa private account mu yɛ na nka ni kwan sɛ wɔn yɛ saa deɛ no na Democrat tɛ sɛ obi a wɔn nim mmara paa na wɔn bu mmara so wɔn divert sika yɛ aban sika ɛde kɔgu private account mu a wɔtɛ sɛ na nya kwan pa so mampani nanado ɛna wɔn ka kyerɛ adehye a ɛkɔhyia no ɛsɛ wɔn no sɛ bi a constitution no yɛnya review wɔ ne nyinaa mu yɛnsesa ne nyinaa deɛ wɔso wɔn supporto koraa sɛ bi a constitution yɛ da wei yɛse yɛnsa mbɔ akyire ɛnyɛ ne nyinaa foforɔ daabi ansa na yɛyi papa no koraa deɛ firi mu enti yɛnya abotrɛ wɔ ho ansa na Proverbs chapter 17 verse 22 said the Tresam Kanye, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. A joyful heart is a good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Ya Democrat yanimuha wade asemi ababetuha. Na the new crusading guide yanimuha so wade UTAG for ababetuha nipa wadahe aye Professor Tas Mafu na papa yi ene woka se UTAG fo atuate na womuti ye no ejebe o womude ni nyina aba awieye enne na womuta se entiase bi akoso ya womu kwakwatena ntan akwakwasi nkonwa na womugidi se sa nkonyasie no ade asomje beba eno na nam so nti a ama UTAG fo atuate no ana womu ete no womu di ni nyina aba awieye a womu sra womu nkofo se womu enkoye adwuma na minority ya wamra sebeje fie aya nsamtafo nsiam die kakra sa amansa metie aya di asamwa womu tese mampani na na dedanko akufo ade ne na ban atese womu ba besi hospital agenda 111 na hospital no womu ba besi no implementation keke se bia ye nyina ye ntena se na ye nyintum se ye ba besi hospital ate se ye nyina ye tashia ni ye ji atum se ye ba besi hospital 101 implementations nko ano sika wo ma sai no aye 636 million Ghana cedis just implementation 636 million Ghana cedis ana wo ma sai no wasa implementations nko aho na no no wo bisa ban say why consultancy fee design project management eno nko ano no enti ayi wo mu ya pa ya wo mu bisa mampani na dodankwa ekufu ado wode NDC emra sebejani a wotina ma desi a wo Aguna East emfimfini mantem Madam Quinsta Mami Poku Asoya Nemfoni aba abetoa and what the project I would do why you when in Pesiaswo a schools acquiring any Nipan one Kasa ye dear wakan in Sirabu body bakuba Nanso Sraman Penny said Baku for one son to me sing a miani katenti na kwaya when in Pesiaswo no 1 ton and Nimbasa wonum kakra na 1 year kwai bi emfama womwa wade ma me Quinsta Poku asoya the funny ababatu anumwa water no project ni bie na enim ga ya lanso ana wasan ede aba water se nadmofo ana womu ni agric officers akabomu a womu ye training bi eho asem e wo de bokata ya friend said the new crusading guide enim na allegation bi a womu de to airport company fo so sa contract bi a womu de maaye no top wabem enti wode mame akosia frema osel pare wo chief of staff ni mfani abatoa ya ukwakwa aye MD Ghana Airport Company ono nso mfani abatoa na wo se ya ukwakwa ne ya krat ni pa ne ho afe wada ha picture na S1 bi en wo muta ne don baaye watasa sika bi amane afa nkwanta na nu no wo mutasa contract bi a wo de maaye ewo airport company na top akoso na wontuma ene ya pa ababeto hanmu afei wonumu a eye demonstration enra atumayefo omuso o makatua sha enti womu ya wo ye kire ade etia aban na 4% no womu mpe no wode womu ho asam ade aba Afram Prince North MP en womu tese papa no ayade pa ewo enyuma pa oye ewo ne mpesua no so ho na the Bokla tire friend said the leaders party enim ha wade mame akosia fremu oso pare ne mfani abeto anim say ya mama ahihye se doso en wote ha na Dr. Nsiansare en na wotere mu yi Ghana fo bi no mo bo aban so bo se esi de na agenda 111 wade kwasha mampani aso ye said the beya won wankasa nim behunu mu bi na contract a wo de be manyina be firi ni ntanti en waya no saa na no na Dr. Nsiasare ya kire mu de Democrat enim se da bi wo de akwa chief of staff maame akosia fremu osel pare ase said the beya o mani ebedi etire yie person se project no ehia mampani o de Eric Diary adiaba onu ye defense ya wo defend wo wura kwaku AGYEMAN anu afei kwaku AGYEMAN anu da ha John Dramani Mahama da ha John Dramani Mahama no wacha say ne hospital senkua na wo si a wasi bi kura wie saban se wonya hospital kura foforo na momo be complete John Dramani Mahama de ni nyina kura mpa anka hunhia da se obekwa akoka te sodo a obesi 111 kwaku AGYEMAN anu teso ne de no akaka kra no wo mawie na wie no wo mawie no na ehun akohia so mu sansi bi kan ho sanse Ghana ya pomuden ehia pa afei womu esie COVID-19 fo a womu awuo so womu asada ya special baby a obinya COVID-19 a ya kokora nipa kro no wo ho na no no womu teso womu be ko strike na strike ya womu ba be ko no eniema bebre wo ho no mu a enye womu de anyi wo mu da kura enti wo mu kura tira sa kasia wo mu defaniane en wo mu de dead bodies tum ade ko ba bia wo mu kwa kwasie wo mu risk e wo mu anya de ketwa enti wo mu ba be ko strike sa wo disia bi wo no anya COVID-19 a na wankase wa kwa kwasie wa de na daily statement anim ha wade aba and what I said the wars of journalists and some trafo mental health and woman can woman tasa ya bia your friend emotional constipation and occupational reality I say ya wo hawo bebre nso why na betumi ate wase na waka wasam wa kire no ebi sikasam ebi sikasam nya enti ebi no adane asresrefo professional beggars association ade sen wati nkofo so asra ade asra ena community ebi nso adane stomach journalist wɔn tuntum a wɔsi yɛ fitaa wɔn fitaa a wɔsi yɛ tuntum nsɛntwerɛ ni tumi defendi asɛm bi a wotene wɔ abisa sɛ na wɔn ne journalism school no wɔkɔ no wɔ he wo sɛ asɛm no a wɔka no ɛmfa kwam nso ne yɛfunu kakra wɔ bɛdi enti no kura no no wɔde ato baabi na nkontompo di adeɛ nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ yɛ nkɔfoɔ bi a ahohiahia ɔhaw a wɔn fam ebi yɛ adwumam wobɛkɔ adwumakuo bi mu nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ wɔ hɔnom anso obi a wɔso ntakrate ne yɛde no ato wɔtankuruwam bɛtaa nipa kora ni atano afei politics na yɛde tete adwuma no mu asomasi gyina ha ɔbɛnti gyina ha menya ni sei mema ne nkasa yɛnyini mfiri so yɛmfa ne nto ha yɛnsesɛ ni sei enti emotional stress ya nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ fam no ayɛ na nyɛ asɛm ketewa ɛno ho asɛm na wɔka wɔ he na ɛdɔɔso paa yɛkɔba yɛbɛdɔ mu asukɔ UTAG-foɔ asa return ɛkɔ negotiation table ɛkɔ akɔsi nkonya akɔkasa so wɔn kasa na bibia atɔ asomdie a na tɛsɛ wɔn san akɔto a wɔn adwuma so Ghana yɛnya nduro ni bi ɛyɛ 249,000 doses AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccines ni bi ɛno ho asɛm ɛwɔ de bɔkrata yɛ friend sɛ daily statement anim na the Vanguard adiaba wɔde Dr. Mohammed Bawumia Alhaji His Excellency ne mfoni aba abɛtoa na deɛ Dr. Mohammed Bawumia kan sɛ Ghana economy no wɔma fixing yie pa wɔma fixing yie sɛ nya sɛ wɔn de nneɛma toto akwan mu ɛma economy gyina sɛ yia na nka NDC foɔ na te so a nka nne deɛ nipa bɛdi akura wɔnya enso economy no wɔma fixing ama na yɛ kama ɛno wasɛm wɔ ha agenda 111 mampani ta sɛ eba be transform women economic sector no and the health sector na etumi egyina ne naso wode ho asɛm ede baaye Dramani Mahama and what say fix the country for wɔn a demonstration no wɔn yɛ adeɛ pa na mom ne sempo a na asa ne kapre ne da makora eni wɔn a ɛkɔ wɔn dwumadi a wɔn edi yɛ ne mu afei enduro no ebi aba abeduru na enduro aba abeduru yɛ no ɛyɛ 249,600 doses AstraZeneca Ghana fo amunye na momfa mmɔ mo ho afei adisuafo no anu wɔn wɔ St Monica so wɔn no a tɔfo no kisi wɔn no wɔn tɛ maya na nya emotional stress nti yɛ cancel wɔn ya kwa
wɔn manya de
emotional stress
na well I don't know
yes wɔn nim wade but wɔn yɛ virgins ya na woyɛ wɔn saa wɔn anya comfortable bonto ɔtewa na wabɔ birim sei
saa
ɔtewa na
but we say my lawyer for bi kra so twaba yesofo yi wɔn the statement about beto abonten ne dia
wɔn tesa say obi yɛ virgin do yɛn hyɛ dance no pi but wɔn tesa say ebi a wɔn yɛ o de yɛn fa ne say Moisha yɛ virgin ti say de enum tuni ne kan ti yɛn fa ne say wɔn mi ansa nyina yɛ virgins ya ɛna sɔfo ne kisi wɔn wɔ bedwam enti wɔn da na ɛsoso wɔn daeɛ ɛsoso wɔn daeɛ enti obi bɛse ba akokora say wɔdaa no wɔtiam kai Jesus ɛna wɔn sanse adan afei wɔayɛ basa ɛna baako no so yɛso wɔtena hɔ na wabɔ birim sei ɛna baako nso wɔntumi nnidi
ana kwakwa
nti wɔn
it wɔn cancel
wɔn the councillors akogu wɔn a wɔn cancel
wɔn nyaade wɔn church wɔn yɛ de wɔn cancel him na the keys ya yehu ye ya eme ya jikisi akono omo jiki
ba
show video na ba ku jikisi ni wie ya no huri
ba ku video na on support too
momo na mo kasa no support
ba ku no de no otwo no ho
last one no 10 one no
wono na ne yaso ya virgin when we say abra sofu ni kisi no sa wo kisi virgin wo kisi virgin na nipa ne virgin oni ma dia odi oya ne night oya ne night
ano we no pejane na just
as one year bi da
what kisi virgin da
oh that be na kwesi mu na no mu di hu nkomo ane odame ana no mu ka wati
odame no experience no mo ka na wo kan te say dia wo experience bi da
nim sasa na tie dia na they were talking about it ana me fa bi frame
wo mu nya say cancel we wo cancel
I will kiss virgin about want to mean stand it want to mean stand it enti ayasa no okay ana I am the first time I would kiss and to develop love will be. Adiama, papa no.
Yes,
and to bounce a baby or nambia na papa no want to win it. And I obey papa no sweaty, sir. On that, so I won't kiss that. Now, first kissing, no. That's a debiana ring
trim.
And to wait, the soft one warrior. Obe develop love be.
Me honestly, me time I made my first kissing. That was that time na me was a year 16 years. And me kissy oba.
Nti we ni je.
The candidate na course my dream. But that's how we dey na me so.
Yeah, yeah, girl no, you see, this year what na ho a audience so. So for no want to nko na ase ni tirim.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oma kan yate.
Yeah,
it would then you be say my lawyer for no so you be from you be try near no maka.
Auntie woman cancel woman.
You woman cancel woman yate. Woman can say yate. Okay, go around again.
My memfa there be the down ho na.
Okay. Who say enra na dom kuma omo minority. Omo Ghana mrahye be de fie. Womo say agenda 111 na die.
Yeah.
Womo gidi anye yie.
Yeah.
Eti enra nam so ma eye health minister. Honorable Kwaku AGYEMAN no. Na eye the presidential advisor on health. Eye Dr. Anthony Nsiansare. Womo ye central fo nhie mo na yentie minister. Na do the same ni bia or the two dwa enra eye central fo nhie mo yentie.
I can categorize them. We had a contractor we called NMS that was supposed to do about 6 projects. The only single project that was completed under this arrangement was the Dodua Hospital. When we came in, they were completing Kumawu and Fomina and Sekendi flats for workers. We did an assessment with finance. What came up was the fact that the monies left couldn't complete the projects that had not been undertaken. So we needed to engage. Value for money audit went through, got a report, we engaged them. And luckily for us now, we have managed to get the contractors back to site. We are now triggered the LC that was even terminated before we joined. And people are now working in Kumawu, people are now working in Fomina, and soon this will come to completion. Not only that, I myself did so much work on projects that government was doing in places like Besiasi, Gomade Rampo, Briwa, Esimo Sinkwa, Beponeja, Jamara, Macron, Akonfodi, Ekonfi, Lapa, and Gomwaposin. All these 10 projects were completed under my watch as early as 2017, late and 2018. So I'm beginning to wonder which projects we have abandoned. Even the pipe has been completed and is in use as I speak. We have triggered the continuation of Eurojet project that was started by President Kufuor, left abandoned, not done. Now we've completed significant portion of these projects. Tepa is online, Nsoko is online, Upper West Regional Hospital is online, the one in Central Region, Asen is online. We will show you all these facilities. So which ones? Garu, there was no work there. They didn't leave any money money as part of the package. We started looking for money. And luckily, you will see some work in Garu and even Tipani. So which ones have we abandoned? Confirmation, maternity block was left undone for 45 years. Now go there and see what is happening in Confirmation. If you go there now, you'll see some good work being done. The nephrology center, the maternity block. We are now looking for funding to try and tackle the surgical block that's looking so nasty in Kwale. UTMC phase 2 is virtually completed now. The place has been operationalized and is working. We even came to do some extra work on Ring phase 1. Ring phase 2 had problems because after change of government in the US, the funding agency, American Exim, we met them on 2 occasions. They didn't make provision for the phase 2. But then they said that they didn't have a board throughout 4 years of Donald Trump. And so they couldn't advance funds to us. It is now that we are getting inroads into seeing how best we can get money to come and do Rage phase 2. So which one have we abandoned? Maybe I'll end here with you and I'll leave the stage for some council to come and show slides of what it is.
Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie.
Enya wuti ye eye the health minister. Honorable Kwaku AGYEMAN menu eye swafo twe apomudin nsem so ena no chichiri mu no se womo a ekase ayaresa bia keka kan nwire mu no womo akwa obobo bi so se womo nkonom kwahwe adwuma ekoso ewo ho na baabi no kura no na covid ni nti na masika sam na hu sika sam no ato ape na hu sika sam no ato ape echese be ya omusa be sika no kura no mode atoa ayaresa bia no so no na akwa ye bibia wo ho eti enye necessarily so say aban na kasa hyeda se obegya ayaresa bia binom amano aka nwirem eti sanchiro moni bi eno de my doctor ayensi asare nso kasai na ebripem ono so mebo nene no na ye ne mpanifo so bedi ho komo baransa na no UTAG strike no enei womodi aba na wieye yankwai na ye ne UTAG branch secretary say ye nyamfa ni si ade so ntem say oye the secretary elect Professor Yaw Jampo ye no in command. Prof Ransford Yaw Jampo beba choma che
Yeah.
na wabo muti se onia
Oh, na me ado me ho ye pa.
ye da nyakopon ase enna ko adwuma
Pa cho se.
bebisa se enne mako adwuma na
Oh, me nyin ne se apredwuma.
oh sa ada sani enim se ma suspend strike
Yes, I'm say enra ade penenfo ekosi nkonya ekasa e bebre na ya ebaye ewo memorandum of understanding no say wonga ade enkoport no na yem so aye adwene say yom be see ni ewo court no court case ni na no yenyim refi ubekaya last week to hobby no I'm say grand court recently no court no kraka say ebeya nkase no yenyim refi penefo sinkuda no the omode court no omunyi asam no anya de emrefi na afi UTAG so and take steps actually brofuni UTAG and yem to take steps they will be suspend or strike no actually brofuni sanete no UTAG should take steps to suspend their strike na fi moment na a table now within 1 month I agree on something that will be beneficial to all of us. And you know, but it is a nipa bibre ekase. UTAG strike has been called off. UTAG strike has been called off. One can say bia
headlines be a multiple mama stories and it is that there's difference between a called off strike and a suspended strike. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
There is a line of demarcation that must always be done in the two. Yes, UTAG strike has not been called off. UTAG strike, we've been asked to take steps to suspend it. Yes, it's actually contingent on the outcome of the 1 month period of vacation. And no, anybody determines if a call off and off. But in the meantime, we are being asked to take steps to suspend. Or taking steps to suspend, maybe what I say, UTAG for a day. Number one, strike action now, it take a coin initiative or kaya UTAG national, one man also striker. And so I'm sorry, I know one now say, members ekasai and the members sanctions on Yoko strike. The fee, it is a Omako court, NLC for Ako court, Omoko interlocutory injunction to restrain us. Yes, and go back to the classroom. UTAG members, the national executive members, members and they can say, with or without injunction, we still want to remain on strike. It's your next something for a continental now, West Kunya, and what can sing say suspension in memoir, and something for no able members, and Amanda official, it's an representation here, and right MOU, memorandum of understanding. I believe it was leaked to the press, but no quiet papa more. Members say, elected the young strike, the MOU be about, they should be briefed and they should be informed. And yes, on better our medium, ambassador say, they may I'm sure, say, in many years, UTAG been informed, every brief membership between and the end there, and that's a point. I'm sure, say, I could see by the close of day, everybody has been briefed then, and Yasako back to lecture halls.
Good. What the right up would be crab to Jaffa a year, Monsensemi, said Yana Etia, but answer a mecomono. 21 days, sir, Sebasa University be, and to me, a public university, I mean. I operationalize here, say you close down, and so that way.
Oh, okay, Mr. Wiki, more Nanka, a person.
Because my calculation actually say, Yamia do my coachina and the Everson.
Uncle China vessel, but they suspended their being sure say you bet me alcohol. Indeed, say if the strike is being suspended and not being called off, the same insist, and I say no too sad. If the strike is being suspended, I mean sure say if they do action, I'm not going to say invest inclusive now, David.
Okay, now back to your write-up. Samikan Brofokasa Muaha. Also, we were negotiating in perpetuity with no end in sight. We were talking about our poor conditions of service with authorities, and no one was giving us the needed attention. Some officials of state who had the mandate to engage us in negotiations treated us with disrespect. They scheduled meetings and never showed up. They scheduled meetings and were never punctual. They scheduled meetings and asked people who had no mandate and power to commit government to negotiate with us. We endured gross disrespect from the very people we trained and made through teaching for close to 10 years. First bullet point of your write-up. Say, Penny Forbe communicate officially at the amount nama suspended a strike action. No. Assurance bend a bewo say Mutu and more tenasena no mebu amaka ni ye no say in semi awakeken ensign maybe.
Well, the idea of strike action that was part of the reasons was also to get the needed attention and to get them to be more serious. Osha any phobia 821 and more. I would say the attention has been given. Let me say we needed all of you some support, judging from your comments and Yama, of course. So I would say you all empathize with us, and we had the support of all of you. Indeed, there are so many labor unions that were giving us moral support. Well, I didn't get to Munkamuye. And it has brought a certain awakening. I mean, and I'm family and see ideas for the announcement make minim not paying for money the way now on my father the serious through conversations, the meetings, and so forth. Some of us were privileged to be part of them. Now, yeah, Bressa, on Besha Sanya, Abeya, Adeno, and your engines and as forth. And I want to also believe, say, they say, almost at yes, yes, yeah, targets and someone, and they yet to say, can not the any view. Can the other UTAG for the dia Omonia Bre, Omo books, books are no mushim na Omotra, the dia books no mushim, Oman should pay attention to Oman Kasamo interest in these matters. I'm going to say, Oman who says, she say, yes, I you. They say, you tag now, you come on, would do what it's supposed to do on the various campuses. But I'm also any very say Oman interest, be promoting it because I thought it be a year which they are 40 years. Or call a home dear for I don't know who or shall see Kakitria, Yade Mana. Would you want what hypertension and answer or diabetes and any now cosona and one as first almost to Nasi, Michel Monana, and politicians, more year politics, yeah, almost to Nasi Show Monana. We say, champion all those, we did this penny for win, and Ama or my serious kakra with us, and I'm and we are hoping that negotiations are ever come. Oh, Sunday I'm in Kankai. We were previously negotiating in perpetuity. Okwaya Shetna. Okwaya, yes, my papa number. Okwaya, my ballot. Okwaya, oh, my balance was a mini mandate. I'm in the bed committee government. Yeah. He said, yeah, one man get any and I want to believe that the caliber of people who influence this process. Or more gentlemen. It is a more the Osei or your and I want to believe that within a period of 1 month, something appreciable will have been arrived at.
Okay. Jensha bullet 7 and now we describe and now pay the information now one sakana which you say na president ebu afu ewo kwanya enoma e faso e koso enam so ma vice president and so intervene here education minister we describe on say from now or the master leader. It's not just one more yebeka say somebody see woman na so ni nyina no obia ye concern it's ya dear ben na aka bi
obia ye concern na let me say ni na aka ni na ojina fimfima aban no National Labour Commission for omona megidi say omanye omodwuma yi omoye omodwuma yi a anka like you kram nyesho se mebaso but they say a trauma over a month catch on say yeah negotiate National Labour Commission for we are supposed to be independent arbiters bibia na amusura aban anaso mokojina aban afa aban ehye say obeye ade na say wanya anka an independent arbiter there were expecting about catch that aban say aban you share so obeye wanya ya twun adwen omonye o emom labor nso na labor call asem ya ho striker no more the labor for court ya chromo they be call strike they did not even dignify us by acknowledging receipt of our intention ebia we are proactive as we a leader what is alete ya usakalete ya udi meka obinuano come and let's talk bia yesemo mfanche ebia bi then buy it na bia MONTIE can be aman kashi nemum omoche ya call strike afiance na mudi military base kunya and that's for that time na ayelate omo Wa ma boy ma yesu. Yesu so a mo sign the court ebe brabra yesu. Ye ka kire omo say court no a esi wo no emu nipa na ewo ho no university for the kire omo. Embra na omo interpret no. Embra mo ekuni ni professors ewo university a. Emu ntumi mfa court enya de ehunu na ye. Ye de ya agin thank you de omo besie ni. Nke court ruling bi ebeba no enye favorable a ye kɔ de kura appeal ewo yensem. Ebekɔ appeals court. And also, corner said ruling being favorable, you have a appeal to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court to grant favorable, we can appeal for the Supreme Court to review its own decision. Being as an anchor. Oh, and so, so, and say, we don't win now, as soon as you know, acquire comments and sign a break. And intervening, and as you know, generally, you first say National Labour Commission but beyond that, all others, the Minister for Education and the Kasapo of the Kasano, idea, they let you know that there's some other nothing, and never been uncle, the multinational, yes, you could and yanka. And generally, in this is for me and Kasa as an individual, they all agree, say, Article 71, 192 constitution, it created problems among because ma ubia look very good. No, we must say indeed you enter your belt. And so Article 71 modi flu ahead of she and I'm lose my belt and I'm what you want to catch the binum your belt. But I had the Article 71 share constitution all as a time. All as a time now revolutionary fervors were combined with democracy. Yeah, constitution cry. And what we should say over objective referendum cry. Yeah, some voted. People voted for the constitution, not so much because they had studied and they understood everything. But I say any being in India, a kind acronym. Now, for your mother say, you may be no matter nobody among them why there from Article 71 of his voters. Now, all other public servants will be treated like purpose. And say that name juma. And penny influence will show more. Oh, because politicians be unim nia enema like to happen unim say Article 71 no emma omonye popular and they would know no peace so long as that discrimination persists. Generally, I'm sure that salary levels will have to be renegotiated for all labor. Article 71 will have to be taken a second look so that the Ohia or Maimu and I say Sikeni or Maimua, experience be. Sika or Maimu, that's a name of Koya, experience. Now, would you so would you enjoy? Over culture will be our new and say, oh, dear, untitled the belt. It will not work.
Okay. But Osha Labour Commission dear Bibi anko yi an ye rekoto omo nan su na the tripartite committee a eso omo tena se na omo hwa ketua ho sensem no. Na sa ho negotiation table no Bibi anko yi anka na hu hia kra se mo resort to the Labour Commission na.
Devi omo nyina eka ho na me general eka they are
okay.
negotiating for omo representatives for governance for that meetings na se for ni na and said that mkoyi na feki true we no be brave so any ahodi an which the committee government that we see some FM bon on sha the arrangement mpono parliament into me and said that committee government was sika be brave and na yeka say every bill that has financial implication must come from the executive. And other bodies to the BIA no mun said that ni to make us announce because my afternoon to the BIA finance and that's for. And the may need say the results are not yet pen. Part of the results have been achieved. Particularly the bits about we getting the needed attention. I think that has been achieved. And it makes you feel that Ganya and Kenya.
Na bi ka sɛ ma tintintinti.
Oh, so the free society, any penny na and the support to we nipa as a work force any penny na no drain will be crown and I just say onye nipa papa. And you know, it will be so right so which me I say tintintinti asem the on kasa na one negotiated for close to 10 years. That did be a cobra. Nafi, what time for what on the bear my tintinti man.
Enti academic activities nso said they affect ni kwan ben so na ne mo befa so na makeka no mabom na motimi meeting calendar.
Oh, sunny I made in Kankai, I mean, university no close down. But the other bit is that a doctor for a course like a nipu to mean reschedule nipa life. Academic calendar and teaching timetable, near exam timetable there. We can always reschedule. Yeah, na it's right there in quite a bit me first so I reschedule never in our you call COVID. Yeah, co break it. Every year you go for to model last. That's right, yes. Do we know how to adjust and reschedule?
Okay. Yeah, that's Professor Ransford Yaojampo, University of Ghana UTAG branch secretary. Now, that be no be best what yes you send me to me bow.
Oh, enche kwa.
Me pacha bo mama ni o.
You.
Okay. That's na okay anyway. But I say mene aye Professor Ransford Yaojampo and ye no din komono. University of Ghana UTAG branch secretary enche ye de no ABC ade so. Higher need 100.9. Why do you try to be for 0503721744 0503721744.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Right, when wasugusu awutie 800.9. Kwabena mafo eboame ye de obon krata mu nsam ne egusu a ye de bro. Kwabena se ye bebo awurama yes ye bebo awurama na afi ne age enchiremo no yanko animo.
Abusuafo de bakata da manim aye daily graphic. Na krata fa tosum yansa no atese nra ekuku dambi akwasra mampani na nadoda nkwakufu ado ewo Jubilee House. Aya anti-corruption coalition na se ku chairman ma Ghana anti-corruption coalition na OSEI bonsu ana wodi wo manim koye na bra wo kwan wo kacha mampani se mampani ai auditor general report a wodi betu dwe ya kenka mu in fact ye yamasi yo wo wura Johnson ekua mu asiedu na wo se ai kwan ya fa so a sikadie basa akuntabu anya papa sasa sika nyina ya keka boabu anu a anke ye betumi di aboa wo man puntuo akwanya nya nsu ankofo nya nom etuma ni wo anke ye betumi kura mpa di etu ase ampani ade ani ya de afa ho ana mampani teso o de dika wo de wo mu ase wasabo ma baso sabi papa so pa wo ma so nye wanum de ni yie mu a entina mwatua na modi aben na mo ya me dansefo se sabanu katatse ne proya na ho keka me di ko atia no e wo soro pa ya very high enu ntimpa na duru baabi ya odamrevo me yaso o konkotena ntan kakra na ne bre kura aso na Johnson ekua mo asiedu and take over enti anu kura is in a good direction and na Johnson asiedu ekuya moa esiedu no opese o hye kakra pese o hye kakra se edume wo betumi aye obi wo hono a me na mama na edume nti asa me kura wo suro so wo beka masem dabi me pese me ma no bre kakra na me hye sa me kura mampani me tia no watene me ata asese no proye because we nya kukudura tina ne naso adi ni nyina ba and what you know, na metumi abone se oye auditor general. Na for now dear oye acting into ogusu a wota no a. Na kata asese no proye no nso. Oh. He has done very well. No kura de ya ba akope. waya deɛ paa sɛ na montu a wɔtuo wɔtiwe wɔna nansa kurampo ɛna matiamidu ya wɔyi no sɛ nkombra ma fight deɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛ corruption ɔyɛ ya matiamidu eduru baabi kokwasa ɛsɛ no korɛ pɛ sɛ matiamidu de ba no wɔn hyɛ damfa ma kata sesɛ ne mu aso saa ɛna ɔno ase efe deɛ wɔkɔ ɛna mde akɛsie gyaben de aba na akɛsie gyaben sɛ nneɛma makra nneɛma fira brokyire sophisticated ayi a yɛtumi de yɛ interrogations yɛtumi de yɛ investigations ebi de ɛba ebi yɛ pens na nse pen ni bi aba ɛyɛ recorder ɛsɛnta video nti wanim no wɔn kasa you couldn't see well ɛna bi kura yɛ tie a yɛbɔ yi ɔbɔ tie a etumi yɛ investigation bebree na tare ho ketewa bi hu ɛna bi kura no asɛda yɛ te sɛ year piece ɛhyɛ naso ɛno nso unya ka bibi fa kata sɛ ne proya ɔpɛ hu na a record ne nyina nti mampani akra ɔta modern sophisticated investigation machines adeba kata sɛ ne proya pa deɛ sɛ deɛ wɔyɛ na de so obetu ase no ebe shock obi a wɔ Ghana ha enti kata sɛ ne proya pa deɛ yɛso wota okodua no wɔ ne America ɔno mampani wayere no ho pa wɔyɛ adeɛ enipa bɛyɛ na ogu so a wɔyɛ no nkakran enti well so far so good wɔyɛ adeɛ pa wɔ kata sɛ ne proya asetuo ho na kratafa ɛtɔ aduana nan hɔ ana anwrobes bi ɛne aposifoɔ de ntokwasi ani na aposifoɔ no kyerɛ anwrobes no sɛ yes wɔn wɔ hɔ no mo ansa no wɔn ba tutuo sanigu aposifoɔ no so posifoɔ no sɛ mobɛtumi yɛ ya no wɔn so tubi gu wɔn so tubi wɔn so tete yɛ wɔn ne nkɔfoɔ yɛ anwrobes ni yakɔ wɔn nyina agu ya demokrate de ho asɛm aba.
Yeah, for Ghanaian Times, the Bokrata, Kitamin, some Kratafa, Miansa, any. Na Ghanaian Times, the Boaman, yes, sir. And 15 months more positive for Gusua, Wayan Shemu. Edia for mammy, ya friend or Amma Bedua, ya wedding fear, Diosia, Enum, New who was seen Breku. Na, and a saying, one which Yamua, one go whom mammy, Yamua, Yatramum, ye knew. Edia Quasia, and Mia who draw a walk, Cronimu. Na wɔn se bra wo ko hu emu no na kyerɛ wo hwɛ a maame ne pan a ya wo so akɔ afuo mu watu bɔdeɛ ase a wɔde kodua aburo sekan ɛna afei ne ntoma anaasɛ ne duku kɔkɔɔ enso egu pan ne mu esi wɔn ankɔkyɛ de biom kɔ wɔn anim kakra bi bɛ 20 minutes ɛna wɔn kɔ hunu sɛ yɛ emu yɛ sie bibi wɔ hɔ wɔn tu yɛ na kyerɛ sɛ maame na obi akuna yɛ twitwa mu wɔkyerɛ sɛ August bosome da na ɛtɔ so edunsia na aposifoɔ ɛte amanebɔ sɛ obi ɛwɔ ewira bi mu a wɔn akɔ hunu sɛ yɛsie no ɛwɔ fam wɔn de wɔn ka se yɛkotu wɔn baako afɛ de wɔn koduru hɔ nom a wɔn de adeɛ bɔ fam baabi a ɛfuntum yɛ a yɛbɔ fam a yɛyi maame sisi ɛde ba ne nan yɛtwa de okun no wasa twitwa ne mu asinasini enti firi ne sisi kosi ne nan no ɛno ɛna wɔn ɛyɛɛyɛ ekotu yɛ afei wɔn asan akyɛ ne soro no yɛasan akyɛ mu mmienu sɛ aposifoɔ si ne tini fa sei yɛnhu enti ɛno na aka sɛ wɔn gu so a wɔn hwehwɛ na afei wɔn apɛ nsamanedifoɔ so a edi sɛ wuo sɛ maame abrewa sɛ deɛ nia ne maame na yew sɛ deɛ nia waku na wi a wode akunu na kɔ asɛ to bo ase adwo ne sɛ abrɔdwoma adwo ne sɛ abɛ ɛde ahyehyɛ emiamia wɔ pɛ no wei yɛ asefem sɛm a asi ɛwɔ asen breku ɛwɔ mfimfini mantam
yahodoɔ sɛ wɔn ankasa nante a ne tibu abu no fɔ 120 billion Ghana cedis anu wɔtwa no adapaa sɛ wabɔ besi a wɔamfa nyɛ hwee no wɔno ne deɛ tumi apagya nkɔgyina 400 billion Ghana cedis a wɔno kora deɛ nothing to show sɛ bia wɔnam ngank wɔmfa ne nsa ntrɛ so sɛ wɔduru ha wɔyɛ wei na no ɛna wɔhu sɛ Ghanafoɔ asusu gyagu ne tam sɛ na wo besi abɔ bebrebe yi adeɛ bɛ paa na wode ayɛ enti wɔkɔtɔ nkakra no a wɔmuta na dapaa no ɛno ɛna yɛ ne so afterthought adapaa yɛ tam yɛ mame nkɔyɛ biribi mu wɔmu sɛ sika no mede yɛ adeɛ bi ɛne sɛ wakɔ te sɔɔdo a wɔse agenda 111 wɔba bɛsi hospital na saa hospital 111 no ɔno a wɔbisa mampani wɔse baako bi ayɛ sɛ 16.88 million Ghana cedis na dollars na wokɔfa sɛ sika no wɔyɛ na wode abɛyɛ saa adwuma yi enti wɔtere ne sɛ ɛyɛ afterthought wɔte no a na no ɛna wɔwura Kwaku Anyidoho wɔyɛ former deputy general secretary ɛma NDC amanyokuo wɔma suspend Kwaku Anyidoho for now ɛsiane sɛ ɛnneɛma bi wɔ hɔnom a ante dɛm a Kwaku kura atrɛ sɛ wamoa mu wɔtomatum na Kwaku Anyidoho no wɔtɛ sɛ saa edwuma no a mampani ɛyɛ agenda 111 no wɔsupporto paa wɔsupporto ɛyɛ ade pa yɛ ni kwan kura se yɛbɔto guo sɛ mampani nanado etumi ayere no ho esi ayasabea 111 nyinaa wɔ Ghana ɛbɛ transform Ghana economy no paa ɛma ɛba no apɔmuden so a ɛnya ade a yɛbɛnya ha obi a Kwaku Anyidoho ɛde ato dwa ɛwɔ the chronicle the bokrata yi mu
ɛne na mame kɔ ahoma no so na mene ɛyɛ Atamils Institute kwankyerɛfo pani ɔda no Kwaku Anyidoho deɛ nti a ɔma ne ka sɛ nsɛm yɛwɔ ahoma no so Kwaku mankyerɛ yes abra pani na sɛ anyame adom bɔkɔ mete wo ka na akyɛ akra
Charlie, God day with day.
Okay, Kwabna Joseph, Kwabna Joseph, good. Ediana Emma Agenda 111 attract attention, say a year adia ebitimia boy.
Thank you very much, Marjorie. Sorry, I'm faster than Marjorie. The one Madipa. Actually. Now, I'm talking purely from a developmental point of view and also in accordance with Yankasaya NDC, Better Ghana Agenda, our President Mills D. Enima, Ghana for the Obama in 2008. And he says, one of the major pillars of the 2008 Better Ghana campaign had to do with investing in people. The second one was expanding infrastructure. Now, Marjorie, investing in people, no, Sebe, nipa nye a brewer, and as obedia, and we fifi, no aquatic no buy it. As no, investing in people generally has to do with education and well-being. Now, one of the things President Mills began was to expand infrastructure in the health sector. University of Health and Allied Sciences. Marjorie, in the history of the Republic of Ghana, President Bia Anabambia AC University and no hope, ne fapim, ne faribaye, ne ochina, ne dachi, eyapomudism. The only person to have done that is His Excellency John Evans Atamils, the So this was a president who was committed to the health sector. Seriously. Apart from UHAS, the number of midwifery training schools, maybe Wogoso, ebi wɔ kenten techima ebi wɔ jerapa then health assistance training schools ebi wɔ nandom ebi wɔ ha wasa just to train health personnel. Of course, upgrading Tamale Hospital into a teaching hospital. You just name it. New hospitals. You see, Margary, if going forward, I buy for Biswaba, no say 110, 111, all across the country. For me, it has to do with Ghana, the wealth of the nation lies in the health of the nation. Nipa hine musika, say yare boy ya, ebeko abruchiri akope yare sa. Na no COVID iba enko yepo no. Ya ye ti ase no, ye ti ase no. Adom inti ye ti ase. Now look at the number of people it has taken. Big, the mighty, rich, famous, not famous, high and mighty, low. So, Marjorie, I just believe that in line with building a better Ghana, if this project can be executed, then may God bless our homeland Ghana and make us great.
Okay. But which health facilities ya obo su ya? Dodo na no ayade a na NDC for kasa wo mota to say ye John Dramani Mahama legacy ya. We jade ato wa demonstrable track record. And na we refer to say your Professor Milson.
Mr. Jerry, you see, I don't want to waste my time on trivialities. The American Margary, who Ghana has said, you know that UHAS was constructed under President Mills. The sword was cut by him. The construction work began under him. But of course, it's work in progress. Is that not it? Ghana itself is work in progress. From Kwame Nkrumah to Ghana is still work in progress. I'm not going to belabor the point. I say I was there. We all know. We can't do us. We know it. The University of Ghana Medical School, we know. So much I won't go into the trivialities of that thing. It's a waste of time.
Okay, good. Now, yan share. Be no madwin say ade we ansha na entimi amaso because president na can be paying. Ema ne kate sort. Ema yehu say na project no ensheda enko. So do you believe also there wa ben mampanyin bi not so pen pass or mampanyin ya the so bofom say adwuma nkoso a ayade a wa ben mampanyin not so pa wunim ehun said dia ehun senkaye etia. Do you believe said ye nipa bi adwen so ade kwa yehu ne sika sem emiri bi yete say yes ye de so abofom so nsase ho nsem no na adane mansotwen na delay the project. Who believe say excuse that you be yankonkoba?
I hope that it works out. I prefer to answer it that way. Not about belief. I want to hope that it works out well. Because at the end of the day, President Nashebo, if you don't do it, it's up to you and your integrity. It's got nothing to do with me or what you do. Oh yeah. Why yeah? Why yeah? There is a proverb in Ever. Obedi, Mbedodo, Doko Sokla Fagini, Ne Dongbeko, Anife. And he said, Osheboa, now Dika. Say, Bianopai, or producer, or Dame Freme, Okoku want to speak to you. And I'm a share boss, oh, Minemo Bekasa. Immediately, now, Demoka interview. My interview now, Mina, make me man say, and I say, Mina, Mahame home. It's the president. Maybe you'll be on count. It would be a cut to make sure that the project works. If it doesn't work, well, that's up to you and your integrity. But for me, from a pure developmental point of view, that what president, never maybe from Kwame Nkrumah, from the days of when he said Dragisbeck, from Kolebu through 37, through Rich, through whatever. Successive governments have added infrastructure. So if another government wants to add on to it in a certain manner, why should we be against it? The time another president knows US, no, MPP4 against here. They didn't go against it. Of course, I feel chronicle, chronicle, I know. Oh, is here to the front page. And I have no problem with that. Yeah, chronicle, there's one particular edition. Almost, yeah, story. Say you has no, be the president knows. I call cutting so, or what? Na shame koso ho. But the crane one I call Jihono Afa. And I'm with the president mills. There was a daily guide cartoon. I'm a cartoon on me. I said, the president mills, the heavy governor. President Mills said, they are not also you as well. Well, so you always have cynics. On any day, you have the cynics. But those cartoons and those stories did not stop President Mills from building US. So all we are saying is that President Akufo-Addo, the cynics will be there. It shouldn't stop you from building the thing. If you have the capacity and the wherewithal, just build it for the Republic of Ghana. That's all, Jerry.
But Kwaku, would you think say ABA say obi erezi say consent say yesika yedi besi nomini adie omanpanyen dada Mahama one of the radio interviews no ka say sika no emu na ho fine. There is no transparency. When you befa so enya sika na yedi yesi enya legitimate. Yeah.
Let me just make something clear.
Interview
me as Kokwanyido. I have the brain capacity to speak for myself.
Okay.
Don't bring anybody into it.
Okay.
Don't draw me into anybody's thinking. I have my own brain capacity to think and react to issues.
Okay, so now let me rephrase it.
Yes,
so obi ka ehu sika semento to ya. Say ye betimi ehu se sika da wa ye de besini at least na ye wani da so. But you can okay fine, you be mobilize ye de besi eno na mu da ho fine ya de ma wo koku wanyu do ho ana.
And I make say president no na shebo. The secret ni ho no akoshebo. That is his own wahala.
Okay.
But then again, from my own experience, Jerry, as I started the Atamus Institute, if I tell you, sir, every project that we embark on, we start the paperwork, we start thinking. But one crucial aspect of what we do is that we pray. So normally when we start, we don't have money. We don't have funding. But we will get funding. So I think it's all about faith. You think that if the president has gone to cut the soda trader, if yesterday somebody was showing me a video, one bishop and Jamasi, the Washington region, through he alone, his instrumentality, a couple based in the US, there's someone we see wonderful senior high secondary school and he said Jamasi Mamponting, Our Lady of something, a senior high school.
Yeah.
Now, Jerry, when I saw the video clip, I was amazed. There's no secondary school in Ghana that has the kind of facility as our school in the world. The living area, the dormitories, the ITC systems, the lab. Jesus Christ. I see some benevolent couple from the US and who do 18 million USD. They are for CSR school. Now, the desire, you see Bishop out of faith, and I'll start mobilizing at the end of the buyer. So, President Akufo-Addo, and it's a social platform. You never know who will say, look, President, if it is health you want to provide to the people of Ghana, we will support. It's all about commitment. And I want to believe that this commitment is in the right direction. As for Sikadi Mageri, basic economic will tell you that our needs and our wants are insatiable. But you must have a scale of preference. And the government must be remembered for something. And Mr. Matisse President Kupado say, second term with a legacy and a person. So who knows? His legacy may be, apart from free education, he wants to give us health infrastructure. He must be remembered for something. But it must be something good, not just anything. So let's wait and see how it goes.
But a faith, because a faith, yet short cutting. Koku, with your experience, now be a bamboo pain. Now we can fit your short cutting. Koku doesn't work.
Good question, Jerry. It works, so except that things of spirituality, what the better governance one, amount for NTSM Mao. But being with President Mills, somebody who believes very much in God, I saw him achieve a lot of things through faith. I'm telling you, through faith. 34-month single-digit inflation, stable currency, foreign reserves, cover over months. When you ask him how he was able to achieve it with Dr. Dufo Onoma, it was just by faith. It was just by faith. And so if you don't understand things of faith, but faith really works. Faith works. Kwame Nkrumah himself was a man of faith too. People don't know that he had a PhD in theology. Kwame Nkrumah actually wanted to be a Catholic priest. It was quite brutal first, no. All he went to study was theology. But somehow he couldn't become a priest. But when he became a politician, that was the faith that he used to be a visionary thinker. People don't know. Kwame Nkrumah used to meditate a lot. If you look at even the state houses that he had across the length and breadth of the country, he used to just leave Accra and go to those places and go and meditate. I know that those days, MONTIE, that's where Kwame Nkrumah was drawing his inspiration from directly. That's what made him a visionary leader. He was ahead of his contemporaries in Ghana and on the whole continent. So, Mageri, for me, as a believer, faith works. If you don't believe in it, then don't practice it. I know that's a different matter. But I believe it works.
It is so be a pessimistic and it is a nipano, ebia no nisa faith,
Sometimes, it can affect your faith.
Okay.
But it's good. Yeah, pessimism is different from cynicism. Pessimism, it's okay. Hey, that's pessimism. That's okay. Cynicism is cynicism doesn't help anybody.
Okay. Koku, another pay, what does we end this in?
Oh, 100%. Why are you stopping me?
We end this in it.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, you were dinning, you were free party in the moon.
Oh, my dear, I'm 100% NDC.
Hey, can you obey my touton at the one South Bobo? I could not baby so we end this in your bra.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% NDC. Don't forget even that it is a voluntary organization. Who support a class of folk? I'll be able to be a class of folk.
Kwagu, other one person would do or party Mraswa now. General Secretary in Sanchez, Kratasi, you were dear free party anymore. And I would also 100% in this.
Don't worry, the interesting days ahead. Some action letters be Oyano, this uncommon.
Obeko court no.
Oh, sir, my letters. Oyano, when to me, Yano, dear. Brando da my
Na letters in ekoka ne sada ben adada e wo mu nya no ma we.
Oh, first one went on the 2nd of August. The second one went yesterday. So we're waiting to see.
Okay,
so
yeah,
this one I've given. Yeah, all right. I'm so good about it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a pa. Nyakopon sha. Kwaku Anyidoho, the boo. Or you're the chief executive officer the ma at Mills Institute. On the yen in common. Ghana Montie Sunia will need 100.9. Madam Tick, Ejasana, now boss of friend on this one. Now what is in the room, Madam Tick?
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Right, Ghana Montie Sunia will need 100.9. Yankwe, Democrat Munsamon, Yankajangum. Messages in this one, you're making came in here. You're going.
Yo, I was here for the daily statement that Obokrata Ekitamin 7. Now, some back what they are and yes, sir, and you should move akoso. Yeah, a year Ghana Psychological Association. GPA for na ISA and you should move. Now, what you want? Was see at the Kwamianu, our Ghana ha, 1 to 2019 2020, 1 year a home to move. Now, we show mental health. Now, Ababa told just said. Osi adwuma soja just security services ni nyina omu emotional constipation and central for me pa chow na yaka emotional constipation out ase
there be oje o kirem
say watinka atim wo yam
usum wo yam
portfolio aka tua nya omu ntimi nka wo mu working condition enko yie central ni utimi say report a wo ye nyina ne wura ahogusu na oye do afre ayi honorable now constituents wo mu kwanya na wo ye de wo ho no so na katua nya yes actually tie ya should be mubasa so timi kana katua wo okoka anya no wo kire me na ntro paper ibi anya chari am na nko radio should be anya
ato de bia news awa wo kai wa utumi wo ze news
okay ma me kwa o ma no so mre na honorable Ahmed Ibrahim Oye, NDC Mrashe Bedwani ewo banda deputy minority chief whip. Enra omo de nkrata babontin fa agenda 111 eho yanko eni enyi nchiremo. Honorable Mache.
Mejo so menu amaje.
Beba to na ho te say.
Mike nya minimum 5 bonti.
Ye de yanko pass na be na ba besra na yehu wache. Wana nka ozo abesra e kakra.
Ai mo fe me caretaker Penyimfo ni nyina 2 points aya na me na.
Ana wona ohwe akire. Okay. Mate. Beba jo mate. Yo. Na enra nkrata mo de ba bonten. Omampanyin agenda 111 ayaresa bia ye baba besi. Munni gidiana.
Mike ma memfa wasidi sunamintia etifo nyina. Say net FM there. Fidie na ese ye kuno mukata etete ne ye national address.
Yes.
Na asemo a wo bi say enya asemo a betimi aka yes or no. But as a minority no, me did say e was say very responsible. Nti eno ana ye. Na say question bi wo hwa, doubt bi wo hwa. Ghana for the demand there. Me did say, or more share nim say, yena yembisa. Mike, and the date you say?
Beba 19th August.
19th August. Ye you, or man penina, ye the Juma Seunta. And then one who ne graphic.
Adam anymore.
One who say, ya chose to say, government is preparing 2022 budget. It was one I need to.
Front page nana. Oh, and then front page in the M say any animal because banner head and Abia never go inside or baby they meet match share.
Exactly.
Okay, it's okay, it's me na me be okay.
The government is preparing 2022 budget. Which means 2021 budget now. Yeah, no. Aka just 2 months, September, October. Now, 2022 budget, no. Government, AD, by Parliament. between 18th to 30th November. Magna make what you say.
Bebacho meet you pa.
Now we are parliamentarian MP. What party budget for 2021? The car allocations are why are buying NPI. And our bank now I can't say or be yard the fufu. Mike one go be jadi anawin. Na the ya wo mukra say. Unim say be wo a constitutional mandate. And no na democracy no fakim no ethical. One, unim say there is a seemingly another banking crisis in the offing. Unim say cocoa farmers also there is a looming crisis in the cocoa sector. Unim say government flashing for planting for food. There is a manifestation of a serious crisis. Unim say your decentralization local government system for 1 year now is collapsed. Unim say our educational system, as I speak to you, is in crisis. So, Majari, why Unim say even in that very health sector, as I speak to you, Unim say there are a lot of abandoned health projects, hospitals, and polyclinics. Now, Mike, into the when you know, what I say, oh, banking sector, what go about 483 banks and savings and loans. I cut 24. Who the Sika Air Command 24 no, I'm on pretty. What about the General Parliament in 2021 budget? Who do monetary policy report about? See, oh, all the financial sector is very lucrative. All the savings and loans are booming. Mike, then you turn around the line, out of the 24, about 16 of them are struggling. You know who can say, you've not yet crossed. Who call me no Catandra with the office? Na mama yariga tribokunu wa afremi. But see, honorable, what are there namu local government committee no muye? They say me no kasai maba upper east. Assembly no minimum and I make assembly to assembly. Ubia nye juma nipa biye no, sika biye no, DC biye no. There namuye, Magere, anything I may be say and the date you said. And they 19th August. Nana Akufo-Addo, I can't 3 years, 3 months. Now I am president. Constitution is president. Ubetana Kunyano Swa. It was a wow DCs for 4 years. After 4 years now, Umasa be DCs for 4 years. Who call Article 242 and Article 243 of the 1992 Constitution. Dana Eka. The Uko Local Governance Act, Act 936. Section 20, Section 20, Clause 5. And also say, there was a DC for 4 years. As I speak to you, DC is an anado 2017, no. Omwatra 4 years, no. And also, Munya caretaker DC. Is that not a breach of the Constitution? Okay, so, Omunya caretaker DC, as I speak to you, the Omuni Hontua, Nese, Uko left here, was breaching Article 242-243. Uko right here, was breaching at 936 Section 5, Section 20 Clause 5. Into Usha, Majari, Abanu Famra Nyejuma, budget your parliament, Apasia Manono for 1 year, Uko local government, the guys or the call on Fanco, get fund on Fanco, banking sector on Fanco, the answer, Sikan on Fanco, now you pass the budget amount. Yeah, it also about what budget, no. Only Sasa Agenda 111 no. In 2021 budget, you approve 1.49 billion. Agenda 111. Only say or the media budget you buy on what I say own to me into a reduced from 1.49 billion about 620 billion. Now, Majari, who are now to be 88 within 1 year. What come natural? And I was about the country and say, who be see 111. What want to see it no? Also will be 111. Now 1 year and what would the 6 months account? I'm an 18 months. My Jerry, let's face fact. The who see one hospital for $16 million or $17 million. Multiply 16.8 by 111. My Jerry, it's close to $2 billion. Again, also, one can say, oh, year 4 years old. Who see with the 12 months? They say, with the 18 months. Now, my Jerry, yen kasa Emma Mwabekazo NDC for no be almost any possible. That is not what we are saying. But no question, that $2 billion, you know, a buyer for the first time in the history of Ghana. 1 trillion top fertilizer and my for in the farming season. They say I got 3 months, not farming season. I feel by I got 2 months, not penalty. Into the fertilizer batting up at the end, they say what party I import to me. In the area where say I buy no up ignore the constitutional structures are edited on my Ghana. And on one person or any different. Into your local governance system, we're gunu. Your gas fund system, we're gunu. Your health insurance system, we're gunu. Your banking sector, no, we're gunu. Your agri sector, no, we're gunu. Your road sector, no, we're gunu. Now, Obedrawa, no the slogan Biaba just to deceive Ghanaians. Majeri, whom are you deceiving? Into Kriafu, what Ghana has to say, Omunim say, Kriajumano Enkoso. I teacher for more Ghana Hani Mumasia for Omunim say, Yamumasiano Asay. And that's the funny doctor for Muya Juma, Omunim say, your problem ever. University lecturers of Mutra, there were your into Munim say, university education and Koso. So I didn't think for once, NDC, MPP, PNC, CPP, yen team back together. No yen political class, yen kind of country, I will say, Abaye, what really? Emma Abansu engine to say, Maseli, Namuma yen can boom at the end of yen. Now say, what for Ghana not to say spa? And now the above, now name Kaloni, a crane, and a little book. Yet, you my baby. What will be a new man of mine? And no minority for year cafe. They will see over the sea 111 hospitals in 18 months. Allocating a wire no budget to 1.4 no also want to me what are the reduce our parliament. Meanwhile out there, what country Ghana for say over there? So try and your condom will be say ya na yen so ya church say oh adiana or yen baby all of us can about any. Now Majeri, seriously speaking, say you trust it. Na yan kata na baby Ghana no air kono airtime. Dear me titini say Minister for Health no enye ono na eye agena 111 no. Na yama Minister for Local Government ona jai ni DC for na see no. As I say, wakwa Minister for Health no wakwa President and Chief of Staff. And as I say Chief of Staff and na sign contract for that hospitals na omo ba no. Na Majeri yeba Ghana ha ESA procurement, ESA cost accounting, chartered accountants, public sector accountability. Uyi mineral kwekwa AGYEMAN no one biom ne wo. Only Chief for Staff. So how come say one makwekwa AGYEMAN no akwa chen? Ena hospitals are entity Chief of Staff ena airtime contract. Ye na kita to send for ya biba mo a. What frequent AGYEMAN say Umbra Parliament Emeyano. Majeri. So this confirms the suspicion of Ghanaians and no Mukase. That 16.3 million for the big Basino. That Sikano or Mantanina see your home Muti Sikano. And no more Pia AGYEMAN say Umbra Meyano. And Monty and Ghana for Agaze. Where AGYEMAN and resign. Now we are now. Oh, AGYEMAN is suffering. Oh, have sympathy for AGYEMAN. Into BOD Bibiano, how to defend. How can we be in such a country So this one has vindicated Kwekwe Agyeman says Asikano, office of the president, Kondo Mudi Sikano, and no more Pia Kwekwe Agyeman said, Una onim Kasakoko Yano. No Sabi. The Abwaji Utisu said the Ankwana, Yafanko Jobichadio. And Wazia Umudia Kwekwe Agyeman. Then someone was found. Meanwhile, Nasikano, Nana Kufu Adoniki for staff. Any office of the president who are one of this cano. Yakoy anata yabai.
Okay. Honorable.
This one, Majority.
Yes,
this
sir.
one. Unim say Office of the Special Development Initiative. A budget of 853 million Ghana cedis. Unim say Omanpenyi gu sa ministry no or the sa budget no ekose ni office.
Aba sa so ye na ewo na ewo ehye omampani aso ye no mu.
Now it was under a cabinet minister. How comes the minister?
That is correct. Yeah. Yeah, me kai pa.
Inti how comes no your cabinet minister? Onu no your minister for social development initiatives. Coastal development belt, middle belt development belt, and northern development belt. Authorities ni no mu say how comes onu your cabinet minister. And nothing another no parliament yet yes that friend man be use them ano. In say say ye person ye hu bibi every question bi ewo coastal development better. Do we call the chief of staff or the president to come to parliament to answer the questions? And no nonsense. In the same say chief of staff acquire contract for construction of hospitals. Odi health minister na see channel. Say ye be this question on agenda 111. Yem bisa Kwekwe Agyeman no anasa yem chief of staff member parliament in the
Me pacho, do you know for a fact say chief of staff necessary contract, you know?
Precisely.
Sir.
I'm telling you, honest in time.
For procurement process BMU.
Procurement in the Mr. Chief of Staff necessary honest contractors, consultants, in time. And the Wasa Minister for Local Government, Minister for Health. Omaba Beguo say on the chief of staff na your boss. Majority. You are making accountability very obscure. And now we are in the second last time we know. It's over the kind of man boom. Now the about was here. The minister na upa idea. The president na be minister. Chief of staff, the upa minister idea. The chief of staff na be minister. In the samumu kogu presidency ho. Na sikana moi kapu health insurance. Moi kapu moi the health insurance can be. Moi the get fund can be. Moi the wait fund can be. Moi the wait what it is can now so crack. And now we are go president ho and a muma contract. Since when? So when your office of presidency is engaged in giving contracts, how can they think and solve the problem of the unemployed Ghanaians, the problems of the striking UTAG lecturers, the problems of the whole sector, the problems of the abandoned hospitals, the problems of the collapsing banking sector again, the problems of the non-supply of fertilizers, the problems of the cocoa sector, the problems of the energy sector, the problems of the road sector. Majority, but the Ghana na do say yan come up for once and try home. And me transfer your problems now. I bet you that Ghana for Beka say you yanka.
Okay.
They say me no can say unna mabontia. It's difficult to identify who voted for Nana Akufo-Addo. But Obia Ferry, who be say Obi Mantua Momo. But you can't say ya MY. And nothing I can say, Yanka say won't mean ye. By say ya baby African free. Yeah, for na ya boa my abode urunu. Yeah, smart for, and that is what we are saying.
But honorable, wisha aban na waba anansa aban take initiative bi say ya. Ayana sika pudu obi eda baby. Wamo nchance na kwa na nimu no na aban ni mobilize sika na wamo de yes contract no.
Magari, say uti value for money nothing.
Me pacho meti ase
Magari, yi blocks na present mama esa say OC 200 and also say 123 year. How many years? 5 years. And then uka se contract anko to non complete ya. Obe double price na ma. So ya we.
That is correct, yeah.
Hospitals are YCC from after milk time to mama time. They pim the unim say ye. Nano o man penny ko jina trade. Unim say obo weta hospital. Unim say mama ko di bosa betu ho. Okwa kwanto mra tolom dodowa bama bamoy weta sola tuna kaba boku bugu tina obubo ya ni nyina no eye bosia president mama di baye enu ntina obaye 5 years yatnya wie enu no niye yenko di bosia no asa fitu ye wie sa unim se poka sintate sa ya wie ye wie adentina yentimi wie so for line package Major say yes, I think so for line package. And so yeah, but okay, to me boy.
Yeah.
So for line package, President Kufuor MSRC.
Yes.
Oh yeah, 13%. No, you so a Ghana buying budget. Tika NIA. Government GOG funding. Oh yeah, 13%. And a President Mills Mama before from 13%. Mills Mama equal 98%. Majority 2% na akano. Nana Akufo adu better na konyaso 5 years no. So for line 2% no ontimi ye. Because yankobo bosia ametwo. So it is still hanging. But population interchange na yakobo bosia betu ho. And obi tebi interchange na yakobo bosia betu ho. Tema run and back na yakodi Japanese grant ebaye no. Obaye within 4 years wa wie no. And no starting from zero because you can't be too hot. A year design or buy any construction. But so for line interchange now Maya constructor from President Kufuor time to President Mills time to Mohammed time to an Akufo I can't 2% pay or buy 5 years continue year. So you call another you buy. So to answer your question, the abandon the war or bar or shall stay with a project area. Majority say enya Bosnia and na wakoba ba. Mene wo ka say ye ba ye quality time and na ostati ye voter regional hospital. Oh. Full a half regional hospital. Some not the regional hospital, one regional hospital. Building regional hospital. And no plan na regions near 10 no when we Ofia metwata and na yagusu. President Kufuor ba e kakra. Mills Mama Sambaye and I completely dive into business hospital. Inti Sasha Abambi the Nisa Shasia just in the name of slogan. Anka what is here to wa? My Jeremy Dojamika and the Kagana Ponya Bakupana Yakoi Ayarsaum. So what we are saying is the Upra $100 million. Now Osi Bakubia $17 million. $100 million by 17. Who bet me as 7? In the 7 now say within 12 months and who we are, then you are worth 7. And within 12 months and ultimately 6 months to come out, then you'll be rolling it over. Majority within 12 months, who be I'm a Ghana for Kayarshawum, I'm a bankaso. But any better than say, ye could see only me our quiet to say. Or could see die as your FDB Mamo. Even by 2024, now about the dying Yasity, a CDBN. Meanwhile, hospital, and you're down in a hospital. You can't hospital. In Fidia, Uti any specialist of Muya Jmahono, Nipana Yajmaon. These two things are the friend hospital. Thank I say, Glemmy, 1,500 hospitals, and I'm one. Seglemi, Sadana hospital, I say Glemmy quiet about 1,500 hospitals. But you can hospital and yet dino a infrastructure human capital now a doctor for Mbayajma. Any if you would be bow be a bet now clinical psychologist now the go and found about not here anymore. Or say when you might go and say a fever, me will be an journey. But you need machines to check the accuracy and specificity. In the year way, Ghana for Sabi, the Kano Nana Yenima say ye ni. Who may see die and go
unni sika wo ko fati dia bam dan no si ona wan tia fati dia ngum amane pa anya adwuma wo ma unni say exaggerate. And this will not help the country. There's a well life value for money. And beyond that, my minister for health now Ankasa fine. No Ankasa any inside. No my minister for local government or no Korean in last year. They say what local government ministry no. And now the minister for local government upper top presidency. Say would now your committee. Munkoya General 111. Since when? Then can what is common fund no ekoma local government. And I would just na say this one. Can this be a one to be plan to help us and here when I say ya ko bet.
Okay. Honorable.
We are practicing what we call reconcentration.
Okay.
Rolling back the power from the grassroots back to the center. Now
Okay.
the back capital who we are. What's on rolling back from the ministers to the office of the president?
All right.
Honorable. Power corrupt and absolute power corrupt absolutely. And that's what the NADU is doing.
Okay. Honorable, now, why are a member of the local government committee of Ghana Brasho? Money be the NTA, still, you know the list of MMDCs.
Majority, who can say January 2017 up to February. Nana Dubai, Oma, DCBA, Ejana Jumatu. Okay.
Yes.
That was the first time.
The first time, no more.
Yes. When say the second time, no we.
Sir, Pepe.
The reason is also Usha Nanadu appointment are all yes it na. An appointment no also what the committee. Umwa Koran, Umwa veti this for the result in our was here. Tikana what 5 Prime Minister of local government. This is only 3 September 2020. Tika odebekwa DT for no mo makoye adwuma oni say on fan koy. Uninsa. So as I speak to you, close to 1 year ni on fast the common fund bia for assembly dia 4th quarter 2020 this assembly common fund and that work am. And so about 2021. Enti only sika odi ko afie o because sika ni na wasita ko gu office of the president ya or ma contract ya or spending. So sika no ni ho enti obo this ni din e ma no ko tena okra na ni odi betia ni kan ni ho ni odi be man so mu fa nya adwuma ni ho and na wasita the pa bebre akogu office no. And that is a danger. Enti nipa no so ra no mo gara kwa tena ho but top hierarchy ni de omu de no mu doji because omu di car a car for down or offices. So in all, Nanadu has no justification. But the minimum say
yes.
Or or appointed DC into a fresh Kofi Manua. Who about me and Alan? Who Alan there? You. Who about me? Okay, appointed.
Hey.
But
do you know that for a fact? And now what the what you need, Bubu?
Majority, yani MPs na netio. Yani MPs now some are very pissed. MPs they brave worse, and I'm telling you. Because of that, okay, the last day I hear sorry parliament, okay, the numbers in parliament.
Okay. Well, and I can't recollect. Me.
The entire Fortnite big vaccine question no man to put. Now 137, but we were 2 times opposition for now 2 times more than majority for no. Into put 2 questions now, that is why the second deputy speaker couldn't put the question. Also, I defer putting the question. Because Nepal Wafu, why yama wow MPs no for money? Majority, no man go you.
Okay.
No man go ye. Na say yanka amana na do antna ansara nyina answer wa. Be fair, MPP for munyina na muya campaign eba power. But now you are going into you are preparing the road for somebody who will succeed you. Meanwhile, it's the same party. Now obi interest in te. Yenyina ho. Na Ghana enyina ho for 1 year no disease. For 1 year, no common fund. Obia Nini. And you say we shouldn't say it.
Okay.
These are the problems. They say for problem. Acquire mining in a problem. And I have bread.
All right.
And I can consultation. It's like I say Muma Yan Twaba. Appointment to Kwana won't mean ye. Abana on Calvet Yatu. Thank I got Twaba Nagamaka Sika Yadiwako to DC for Abaka Unyanya. Yentun say, if you can do appointment, how can you even talk of even election? And I can't say Muma Yan Kotwaba and I in this 4 years. Your policy at that time was that Yen Twaba by Yen to the assemblyman Twabana and also Untre. If you really believe in election, I can't say my find this MPP and Fremon County as
okay. Honorable, I had a time Bema Quina Midwest, Medan Sianope.
My Jerry Mishrao, but media for Munsor in Yanyan and I'll do best of mine.
Yate.
I mean, some be great and my friend.
Yanko Ponso in Shram. Yane a Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, or Emrashebejani, our banda about to Peswaso. Ono na yene no edin komono ha ye need 100.9 wasuguso witie eye Ghana montie
Utie oha echi ponk no needs FM
Kachi if you ra me ba wono yire ho enaso biem efi ambutie bosome me ma mutua rent sen if you ra 40 Ghana cedis efi na de kro mo batua 80 Ghana cedis hey sani say unti mabusa bi efi ra metia bitimi betete mo mpoma mu ho ehu de ekoso nyina na this way chocolate drink da abai some no mama etwa no mo ani da ban na wo kra obetitu wotumi aka say bi efi ra fa wo so hyebra eme ye ntwa bi kwama no mu da eje fi ra sa de wo duobo efi ra fa de wo tu yani efi ra fa de wo tete ya this way chocolate drink for fufu yin so a egudwomi ye tenant fo ne yesa akoto betwa team no madan efi ra wo tu ani ya braw adan na this way chocolate drink no sugar enum dada sugar wom ene no aso anya wo so hye ane de wo hia ani so hye na anopa bia me hye so hyegu kapom de befa manim ho ehwe se bia mo ba fra me ate this way sachet ba kompo egu mo atwati amama no no mo ye bi da efi ra sa de ye nye this way chocolate drink ebusu supermarket o kan si dom filling stations and shops and o mo tonto onyema te ebusu and so ne yesa nkoto emetwa team awonum efi ewura beni fufu valanda so a wodi buai ye yesa ya umuna wodi kutukum ye koto this way chocolate drink nso so a efi ewura ye nya odebio sir we shall see atu yan yabre ye beko FDA ahwe se adwede nkrato emu agye atum se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special ice, natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA. Utie oha echi ponk no needs FM.
Yamagana for akwa bed bagana montie so ni 100.9 bi de mag Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN pabenane ama wa ha enche me no mo ebewie na bedwafo no so aba betena sem mame found messages in bi yankoi we say I'll be very shocked if President Mahama makes it sound as if what happened in the Supreme Court was a surprise. I mean, the Supreme Court kept throwing out all of NDC's cases against Jane Mensah in a hurry during the illogical voter registration chaos. I don't want to believe NDC leadership to be naive, but the signs were boldly visible. Hey, or the Free Finland na Abba. Osemi Keje Kuma MPP Chairman Kabul Afghanistan said that Agenda 111 has created serious confusion in NDC. That's it. Mukaila Jonah said, yeah, Kerry. Also, at least John Mahama has been objective and fair in his commentary on the Fix the Country demo. Yes, MPP and NDC must take responsibility for the failure to address the concerns of the youth, but not only on Akufo-Addo's time. NDC's babies with sharp teeth should pick some logic from Mahama's message. Where you Mukaila Ediya Keri. OPK goes also clueless and super incompetent Mahama saying it is not responsibility of one leader to fix the country shows he created a mess for 8 years. And where will Nanado get a funding for the Agenda 111 hospital shows NDC have no clue to Ghanaians' problems. So never again for this government. Also, Uchu Secretary MPP have original chairman. Where's one hospital in the Ashanti region, one hospital in the eastern region, one hospital in the northern region. This is the original Agenda 111. Isa and Odiaba. Where's Mark Jerry? You are doing an excellent job. Keep it up. Agenda 419 is a scam. Greetings to Chairman Lamte, Dominic Wabenya. Where you gliss energy or the free taifa. Where's the senior? I heard JM talking about unemployment in. I found it very funny. We beg him because track record in governance is poor and abysmal, and Ghanaians will retire him. We Kwejo Dupako Facebook MPP. Where's the public sector workers demonstration? I'm praying the government should give a listening ears to the public sector workers. At least 20% increase krano will be better. Ablade Efia Koma Zongo Tadi. Where's the ex-president Mahama is not doing any thank you toll. His speech shows that the Agenda 111 has forced him to start campaign. Abraham Muyango.
Yo, my Jerry, time I over kwano na me na mano egu asemi eso. Na ebusiafo, the obokrata ekitame the Daily Statesman. The Daily Statesman e dia bakrata fa mienu e wo krata mu se. Enhwehwemu bia koso ya wonom eye 2019 di besi 2020 na ene se encentrafo na afa security agencies wo mo ayare na yade no ene sei wose yadwene ho apomodene ho nsam no enti yie saa the mental health ni state no enhyada nkoyie na nyenso wo pese wo kasa bia encentrafo abobodam na emom adwuma no a Ghana Psychological Association say, "Womaye munitwetwemu ni say, adwuma no abambo agina tukuo ye, de encentrofo eye no. Ugina bonte a, ene fefefefe ese kwaye mu nua. Ene bom seju wutim say adwuma ye akono. Said de asmasi to a worry sabrofo na worry satwi de. Adwuma de mnya bia meye. Na obewramu a yesi efra bibi emotional reality. Ubewramu anu ahunu say no, ade anu Yohu na bontene no different from the wom. Ta soja fuo, posio, edru si abona baso ya mona baso. Basa ukoke be yiwa homa. Asem bi kura ekoso, ye mia opazo be kan. Ye be yiwadi. Fo obaso chese basa ntina omu esungu omu eyam ye ade ya obre wom. Eno da nchan ya wose nsentwofo de no kwa de ehu. Ye friend emotional constipation. Womu yemu atim ewo watenka eho o matenka ye motim ene sem wasense ntwadwuma no wugina kira fefefe ene o hwese de atwi abawe pons na wadress no wate ho no mu a eyi o mu se no ano no enti o ya akro bewuram no ohunu de wo mu wi a afi wo behunu se na wanu ne ho afi odo ne opepa no wo no wo behunu se na afiri ho ya de a eha adwen na doctor yi a wodi domani mu yes ahwehwe mu ye Dr. Collins Bedu Agyemade atu eja se wo ma sa hunu se adwuma wurafo dodo no a ani mpanyimfo edi security services na nim no ta ehyehyɛ papa asa so omudi gu akwa so ma adwumayefo bambo adwumayefo ne sentwafo ho dwu wo mu no enya de omu ye bie enu nti na ama akoba saa enei waso hwehwe mu ansentwafo bi na ya sresre no wa famu achime da asio da bia wa hia radio so eye de enya chese komani bre ebi so wo ho ebi so wo ho abusiafo wo kiremu a wase centralfo no wo be ni obefre sesi a sama diarity no wa frɛ honorable o constituents ensuo ni ho pipe ni wade na wo ye ya susu adwuma na ye no te se posio se sojo se migration se central oni akwanya bia se obetena bonte no wabeka se ya posifo ya katu anye sojafo ya katu anye ana ya ho kire yen ba bi edanye da bi e wo so atwa prusen to na taade so fine so no owu ekuro dane nan enso no omia afoforo de enti santwafo ntimi nka omo hawo ena da bi omo solve nkofo issues ese adwuma no se de enti santwafo yare ya omo wa mental health ese say wa dwiri ensi so akatua nye kwa yefra wo mu media bibi ni wo mo kwa ni epiepie omo kwachi predo hey mu kwa enyina mani mu aso na mpasa mo tinsam yi ena mu aso na mo friends santwafo na futu a omo wie ye essa emotional constipation ene adwuma no said you ogina bonti ahunu na abewura mu a ente saa ne se wosre adwuma wurafo no wo mu abie central adwuma ti se bia TV se bia radio station ti se bia newsprint ti se wo mu eye newspapers mu amu ye online radio no munya hyehyeye ye na muntua centralfo kayi sanse omo bre no mu fo papa nya adwuma no ankwa ama yi politician bi ensa ankoye de wano so ankwaje adam de enti mutua omu kayi a ombe yi adwuma ni ye papa e de anem ni nsi ya aye ne nukura mu ene ebi mu afa ho a wo mu jeje politicians sika obetena no kura ontimi nka basa afa ya posifo no so enene ebi no kura wo ho no mu ama no susim na so sabia kronto ebi kura ni sabi enipa bonfo otimi ka bom no omu edi bone wahu bia ne ka ni promotion time aso bona baso o mo na baso wo so asesa obo obi abaso yi wo bra so ye obi bo abaso na aba yo wahu ne fridge esini dem posi ni fridge esini dem ne ntade na ho kire wone ne ma omu da singing room basa enso so wano hwan wa begira bonti abeka ye ba wuro watade agu osesi a etia wadwuma mra entu omu wu enso omu ntimi nkantia no ena de sa emotional constipation no a aba ya ne o tre ne onu abu asmasi mi chiao me nyina
ama but ya kasa ya se ota okodu ya no wa yi na America ya haide ya hai oh ya hansu bi wa but me say
me ka say
meba
ya
ma
o de meet you
me say ya hai yammo yerua Father Dixon ene ose kwa me by da wo beko ejumeku a wodo mu wo mu su akati ya ne ya hai tata bosumi ne be so pepe na dem ana make us wota
wo kodu ya 3 months ne ntua ne ka
ya wota wo kodu ya no wa yi na America anya say ya ni hawo ya wo haw ya ne ya haw ne ye ankura ya selfish integrity so there wo ho but ya tuma mu mpenimfo ene ya katua ya so wota wo kodu ya no wa yi na America eno de
eno mo si sorry you kra abai centralfo na kra wo ntimi nkan
say ya victim
because
emotional stress in the idea or kama
emotional constipation
wado ana wabada bai wabato me ana waba yehu no obi ehu obi wa na eba obi ehu no ya ba dumam obi ehu obi ana wabada bai ana wabato yan ana dian
we to say for personal issues but omo can say
emotional stress
and soldier for security services no omo say omo bre so be da abonti abeka
na nim say judge for omo bre pa
yes
judge for na so why na ba beka sa dia so wo adam for judge bi pa na ka wo kodi free weekend and am kodi nkoma na bo say eno ma e koso omo video mo no enya asem ketewa
how are you performing
sa enwumaku amienu security services no any years and trofo
me so be konsam tira dwumam
when almost said that so be
yeah
2019 yes wo munya gatekeepers no atia ada baby kura
enti adwene
all right
enti wo mo stress esebe yakura yempe mental way bi department bi ewo it is security services ni yempe bi wo ensantura adwuma nim na omomfa asutie ne hu say no wo hopes bi ohu adwuma ne hyepe meye posi meye soja meye ensantura ni obaba bedum na enya sa nti enya nsunsu aso bone wo bebre so a ha adwene paa yie na ni wo masetrem ni niam bi enkoye nti ohunu say no ohaha nti yenya sa enimdifo no a ene ne be kasa psychologist a oni ne be kasa psyche no said ye be ya obetumi anya na dwene e wo kwan papa so no watimi ade adi no a eboa amaga na mpuntu akoso sa ankofu imi yenu so omhu hia pa
Enograpa ama medase
that's it magic
yeah ama saponku makoma jesi so for mama na wo say nka no ena kwaberamafo the captain 1 ono nso eba beka no ho aye de obon krata mu 7 ye de bra we need 100.9 na Chris Bellamy Dugan oye NDC National Communication Team member Chris ewufia ha Saranso ena ye Solomon Asante oye NPP Greater Accra Regional Deputy Director of Communications Solomon Asante ono nso ewa ha iti ye de eye agenda no yen agenda no yes ye de ba be say need 100.9
Utie oha extra punk no needs FM.
Catch it. If you're me ba wono yire ho. And so biem. If you am butie, bosome me ma mutua rent say. If you're 40 Ghana cedis. If na de kro mo batua 80 Ghana cedis. Hey, sane say ma bu sabi. If you am metia bitimi betete mo mpoma mu ho. Ehun de ekoso nyina. Na this way chocolate drink da abai. Some no ma etwa no mo ani. Da ban na wo kra obetitu. Wotumi aka say bi efie wura fa wo so hyebra. Eme ye ntwa bi kwa ma no mu da.
Eja fie wura sa de wo duobo. Efie wura fa de wo tu ye ni. Efie wura fa de wo tete ye. This way chocolate drink for fufu yin so a egudwomi. Ye tenant for ne yesa akoto betwa team no ma dan.
Efie wura wo tu ani o wo tu ani. Ya braw adan. Na this way chocolate drink no. Sugar enum dada. Sugar wom. Enye no aso anya wo su ohie.
Ane de wo hia ani so ohie.
Na anopa bia me hwie so hyegu kapom de befa manim ho ehwe se bia mo ba frame ate this way sachet ba kumpo egu mo atwa tia mama nom no mo ye bi da
efie rasa de ye nye this way chocolate drink egusu supermarket o kan si jom filling stations and shops and o mo tonto onyema te egusi and so ne yansa nkoto emetwa tia ma wonom
efie wura beni fufu valanda so a wodi buai ye say ya umuna wodi kutukum ye koto this way chocolate drink nso so a efie wura ye ne oda bio sir we shall see
achu yan yabre
ye bako
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye
Utie oha extra punk no needs FM.
Ghana Montie Ghana Montie Ghana Montie Ghana Montie
Jemo akwa ba de ba need 100.9 ebusuafo na tena se Chris Bellamy Dugan na wa ha se wunyini se o ma ba de na o ma ba nti Chris memo akwa ba
mejo so
be ba cho te say
ai
yeah another na te say asa na say ndisi for you be some te say a din se mbaka se me ho ya
oh tie nyaminti ya hu ye yetumi hume katrameda abodwe mu de ya hu ye na sitina mu de
enye
I mean you know it and I know it wa sitina mu ye bibi so wan kasa wasi na wo frifie ba no wo tonfa wo san
fango de bi to bi mum
wo to san
oh so be anim say fango board
so exactly and that cannot be good news just giraffe as you sit here your phone now we are free just giraffe at your back
okay.
And see what is going on out there adwadwa nkofo twawe chiri ho pure water near wasun pan and then the thing in apa because you talk
okay better say yeah but yes
so this cannot be good enough
all right
this is not what we were promised enti nyaminti ya hu ye
yo
medamo asise mo atum nsa frame
osu ya da se oba beka yo Solomon Asante
Majeri
bebe na mache
yenya Majeri me de Nyankopon ase se bio
that's all my me dwaso
David me de Nyankopon ase Nyankopon ase da de ni se afadi me twen 1 minute bia me wie befi me di kan de Nyankopon ase se be nyu akwa benate ya na o kire se be mo am ha se die se fa ne se busumi de kenken na de me kire se wo so ha fa nti mo de enti se na me nyu eken ati ase te no na me de nyame ase se ye bi sa wo ntimi nyu ado nyu yes kwabna ka 7 da na kaso be si ni piama me nyen ni wo so mu ha de busumi wu ye no na de mu e de nyame ase
bia no o ka purchasing pa ho asem
na je pe na me ken se wo ye adwuma o na wo ye adwuma no busumi na de mu na ebi obi di onko mba o ejire ma enti ase wo pati ase mu amu ye de wo ye adwuma o de di
kura no anticipate
de ye de nyame ase se ekonisa adwuma efo nyomo ketua
better say I need 100.9 na mami fa messages we na memra mo ho ene ye sha se Me fa a year. Hey, message in the okay. As well, I want say President John Mahama. Aden na aya unka no crunch Ghana for. Esu ne ka say. What for K the new plan station circle. Also, former President John Mahama me pa chewo agenda 111 ye better than Zongo, one mortuary. Where you offer K. Sule Sunyani KTK or say characteristics of NDC party has stood against everything or policy that would deepen and consolidate our democracy and economic development. They did it to President Kufuor's NHIS, LEAP, NIA, youth employment, and others. They can't do that now. Where are you, Sule? Sunyani KTK. Where is it the NDC party should stop playing politics with the health of the conjoined twins? There are so many things in Ghana that we can talk about. PTPT Melody Free one cause a minority. You interpreted Nanado's Agenda 111 to be 3 hospitals. You think when GM promised to build 200 SHS, and in all, he built only 29, the same way Nanado is doing, where PTPT Brim, that's him. Teacher could you tell about the entire same? Also, Ghana, it seems former President Mahama is not serious and he will never be serious. We have learnt our lessons. 2024 elections would be different. Shame on to former President Mahama and his NDC party. That's it. Yahoo's at the free so I'll say the move by UTAG to suspend their strike action after building a consensus with the government is very laudable and a big relief to the general university students' body. We also say, good morning, lovely brother McJerry. I believe you guys are doing well. Jerry, I always thank God for Kwabena Manfo's life. The first day I hear his voice on Peace FM, I ask myself, is that my classmate from Elbura Roman Catholic School? Because when we were in school, we always shop last too. Say good things to him. But McJerry, you have the voice of radio. 2024, please stand for MPY. Oh, what I say? MP, then I'm going to say, where is Mr. Mahama never considered defeat for 2020 presidential elections? Yet, he is on tour thanking Ghanaians for what? What at all does he or JM want from Ghanaians again? Eric Hakuna Kofodia and Odiaba. Amisco Spelelo, say kudos to the UTAG for suspending the strike. I trust the government of President Nanado to settle any issue regarding their conditions of service. Also, Agenda 111 hospital projects is NDC Kakai. President Nanado will execute them. Amisco Spelelo, Suchia Honorable Howard Kumsen. Where he said this government has chosen talking as their number one priority since they came to power. And that is why they have failed totally. We measure Kasante. We say good morning, McJerry or AGYEMAN. Both parties, government and UTAG, have also resolved to discontinue the legal process concerning the protracted strike and have given themselves a 1-month timeline to settle all outstanding issues. A memorandum of agreement between the government and the UTAG issued after the meeting noted that both parties agreed that there is a need to get back to the negotiating table. That's also a message at the back. Where His Excellency President Akufo-Addo before the 2016 election promised Ghanaians one day a free SHS, restoration of teachers and nursing training allowances, and truly, to his words, he has delivered them. So Agenda 111, Nanado is going to deliver. Mami K. Papebi, Odifri Sunyane, and Onosodia Bay. Ghana is very lucky to have received another batch of the COVID vaccines from the UK. I pray that the Ministry of Health will do the distribution early so that Ghanaians can continue the vaccination. Shipman Atonsu must say, Shipman with us here, no message. We say thanks to the public sector for their demonstration against the incompetent administration. If not wickedness of incompetent President Akufo-Addo on how on earth will you increase Article 71 of his hold at 79% and give workers 4%? The country needs fixing. Ebenezer Kwabinya, Rabbi Fashion, the Champion Golden Hotel. Also, President Akufo-Addo has shown his commitment to fight corruption in our body politics. Ghanaians, we should all help him to fight the corruption. Although the future ex-Mahama can continue dragging, but we will not vote for him neither today or tomorrow. We witnessed the hardship he took us through 8 years in government. Agenda 111 hospitals will be a thing of the past. Now to my panel members. Chris.
Yeah.
Nanado Agenda 111 initiative. Enra Health Minister. What you know, Memo? Moso, a year more for Parliament. One day is some betuja. A quite question munyin. Ade.
Marjorie, Nedikai, Mamin Sama, for Achi. Na Mima Unu production team. So good morning. Good morning to the next president of the Republic and the former president as well. Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Mimanu, good morning. And the national chairman of our great party. Dr. Samo Ufosampofo. Marjorie, you see, the quarter kwasi Obama wuntuma yenidin quarter kwa ti Obama wuntuma na wati yenidin onipa bia no na anu asamo a wo kan no enu na na wo ka asamo a ye gina so ediyiwa no. Look, governance is serious business. President Akufo-Addo has reduced presidency into, talking. Slogans. Paper post figures. That is where we are today. Now, when you now simple because the man is simply clueless and confused. And the man now working in slogans in kwani tro wayo kofi sam kontompuni dabraba. Eya wayo twini. It is an NDC for. So you receive questions about Agenda 111 where you want to so. Why? When empire the pa? Sapanampa su say e na kwe te oman ayete so no. Sa hospital say ya beye across the length and breadth of the country. Ka when enya ni de. Na okobrani a wogina so a woka sa asam no. Sa kwabrani no nani ye ni su eni ni ban is what is raising the eyebrow because you nimni dada. So it is not as if somebody is being mischief or anti-Ghanaian. But when you have a government, the president who talks just for the sake of talking, you can't take him serious. Nanado Biu. This is the president our country was say. Wo yi kwaya got a cry want me. And that is why the majority of Ghanaians, including NDC, the voice of the voiceless, ebisa these legitimate questions. And Marjorie, minim enya kunwa we are with so when say the questions we are raising are legitimate. What happened to Agenda 88?
I don't know, my expanding number 111.
And you see, my brother, and I'm sure say quarter qua. Where you quarter qua, President Akufo-Addo quarter qua, or May and Tuma, and Tieni Din. 88, no, see, let me tell you. You consider my tree. Yeah, consider my tree. Yeah, Mr. Quarter qua. Quarter qua, Nekano, quarter qua Montie, no Ghana for Montie quarter qua, or May and Tuma, and Tieni Din. Mami, bisa question we. I am humbly asking. It's a humble question. A year ago, more than a year now, July last year, this president, Ejina PCA so, Eka say, oh,
Simpie
so. Was it oh within 1 year, which means July 2021. Na yanya 88 district hospital. Na say 88 district Krumha anya district hospitals. Miboa ka say miboa.
You are right.
Bisa me say sa 88 na kwasi sen. One block ukọ shama ha ukọ han a uchi nkrante a yeye. A car ka chuchuru dia waji Ghana for taxpayers money. Ekọ sai ho. Edi ne convoy win tuan kofo ka kodi superlele lunch. Say ye kwa kate sword no saka no nyina no saska nyina ye kwa enne ye kwa hwa ye chi akrante ma mani ye. That's the person speaking. Ye ka ye ke 88 no na ko mampanyi. I'm a very good friend asantete na okaso ne Chris K 88 na president say within 1 year no e wom say 1 year Bruce Yantman ye na mum at least ya ye half ya ye 40 ne doctor for na nurse for ewo ho a ye hwe ayarefo enti 40 na ye ka no ye de ka ho kwa ye nim a eyeye enu no ka etu asumu. But this one so hollow and empty. You can lie your way to power and continue to lie. Look, President Akufo-Addo and his MPP has taken this country for granted. Who they share Kwaso? And I don't know who's those who are advising him. What why you say okwadi trobako? Na misa kwati mati as Sputnik. Wanabu Sputnik. Ajimameno esa kwati na hwa. I mean these people, the level of impunity and disrespect to Ghanaians omutu abama omwa is legendary. It's unbelievable. Obi a wa lifu. Minim sa wasa believe wa babak. Obi a wa live office dey want me ba want me crosso. Baby a say ye cut sword. 419 sword, empty sword. Enkwesi aga. Che 88 no. Until they come to tell us what happened. Dudu say no mutimi see ya. Baku kura me say block yan try. Block o yan try. And they have, omu wayo contractors so. Wakati we are there, you get a wayo contractor who put the equipment there to fool the chiefs and the people in that community that they are coming to construct a hospital. Wakoya 3 days, then the contractor also vanished with the equipment. Within 6 months, these are evidence, pictorial evidence that you need not challenge. And to change. Omampani any na bay equal parliament. Yeah. Omamu paper. Mimi kwa paper bia omamu paper. The Daily Statement say wahu. I hear TV so akabe me there. Na ya zoom am nkofo hu. Etro
Facebook for
na ya hu etro katrama etro katrama President Akufo-Addo dinam krom ha. Wuji tro bebrebe a wo yira wo dan safo. Enti na wono an paper tie o. Wo say government begins 2022 budget preparation.
Yeah.
Biso ho enema na omu ka say omu beye in the 2021 budget no. Dudu sign omu atmaye not even 3. Enti mi ka say
aya na ye ka say budget wu project
minim u project mi ka dia kwesi
enya bibia na obetimi yan
minim of course abambi akram ni wa watmaye bi da enti minim bia mi ka ko enti na mi di wono ankasa.
Okay.
Mesi wuni kontopu ni batu kwa ya mani ndi kaina ndi nechi. Sana Akufo-Addo abentie wudie nimu a wubeda wani na oni ho. Wamu di share budget mu. Agenda 111 ye. Oh ya besi hospitals. Ehun sika ye hia. Ni nyina wo ho ama parliament approve am omo. Wono akoye sa benchire baka se sika na wode ba ya se ya approve no want me. Yes anti so abenkro no. Wose want me parliament asaje atom. Ye wie ya wose abagina mpinse su se o si se krampo de sika no ho matimi agenda 111 master tesi. Why are we doing this? President Akufo-Addo, who has put in a gun on you that go and lie? You have succeeded in deceiving Ghanaians and you are enjoying. Continue. But you see, ayana misuma omai, misuma Ghana mai, and misuma the very good young ones like him here, who believe in this political tradition. He is giving them the most, the worst, the most disastrous track record in governance. That in future they can never emerge. So boko na nyami ye free nkwasun we mu. Kontompo for Samoa. The good people of this country will advise themselves. But you see, no mu kadina no. You don't need somebody to tell you that. Look, amusi no NDC for no. Ya dia amusi enye yi. Enye se enye yi. Ne mo ya dada no. Eni na ye hwe. If I were President Akufo-Addo and his people, his cronies, can Nemayani say, I will come. Now I renew my pledge of the 88. So, ABC in T. Mukrambu de munim in Trocha. Kamunim, those your lies you could have used to blend everything to convince us a little. But you don't credit the Ghanaian citizen with respect. You think you can just come and say anything and go scot-free? Until now, you can 88. Fiancé, you can 11 bibi and see adene. Let's don't do that. Who can I see a chichiru man? You far no and a chichiru man. Ghana, where we are today, we need a pragmatic leader like John Dramani Mahama. Not talkatives, not TV cantators, no radio cantata. We need people who are real. People who will talk the walk. And yes, I kasa keke. And quantum puni ya doso ya jinsahu. And nintina majari wadaruma for the sake of promise. Sa kromha.
Right.
Sa wupa quantum puni.
Yeah.
And now kromha we are Christoni. And now we are Cremoni. Mi baka san we see. Because of the President Akufo-Addo yenti na mi ka san we. So we are Cremoni and now we are Christoni. Na Sunday. We dware na wo kwa so na wo share MPP ni asan. We are Christoni so we are Cremoni so Friday. Wo guguru we are bulushi wo kwa ye dwuma na wo share MPP ni first sign. Because what share kontompu ni. Kontompu si dia yes sabunsa ya de. Na sabunsam edin kontompu na ebo no ho amrani. I hope my tree is right.
And
samrani. Sabunsam nkontompu na odebo no ho nsamrani. Enti sa wo kwa sora na wo comox na wo che MPP ni a wo che sabunsam sai. Because omudin tro na ebo mo ho nsamrani. And that will not help anybody. Dachi omusamwa kacha omuka omumfanya adwuma. It will come and hunt all of us, including them and their generations.
Okay.
And my worry is about this country and the young people like this. You can't continue to be dimming the future of these young ones. In a sense that they can never emerge after President Akufo-Addo. Because the records are too dangerous. It's frightening. And yet,
all right.
With the President Akufo-Addo, 111 ya nimsa won't me ya yesro with the cacao bet my and yamaye.
Okay, madam say
we are appeal. Look, I am humbly appealing to President this morning. That look, 111 no ya dana say na num da dead say wo and ya nim dada na mum cacao bet me bia no yamaye.
Okay.
Na ya jan kwan a dachi no ya dia kai no. Wo nanamu. And look, for him to even become the president, that privilege alone, I am responsible to respect that.
Okay.
And he shouldn't just go down empty like that. At least, he had himself under the Fourth Republic. When you know Omampanya and Wasa where last, no money for 0, 1%.
Nanado Ankasa, the president of the Republic in Swaka, say, Afu Enidi and the second term is about track record. Solomon Uzu. Please, Kafra. Solomon Asante. Akwakwe said, track record, dear President Kaso Peso Kasa de Tukwe. Oka yana Mamson Intina Ama Nipebi, including the NDC for Omunyini Agenda 111. Your take.
Magere.
Yes, sir.
Dedi kan nkafo mi enu meti he ya hinti mi se omutie na membo wa baso ema om.
Bedas.
Obako ye SDA Labone SDA teacher friend say Henry Kesse o say Kesse.
Oh yeah ododo.
Thank you. O say me nchia na o send me message me say wan hu ana endu no so ama want me aka.
Me message na me nye no.
If you also no ye nua ba ko no so okro wo. O di Nicholas ni Bolabi.
Okay.
Nkreni ye friend no Nicho Kamisa. What is said in da? Ono first vice for MPP ewo krowo o say minchira o say otiewu nti na minchia o ma no yeah mami bisa question o say o kan bibi say akoy say o mampeni ni track no ye hu ni nti no track ben na ye hu in your introduction because I want to build from there o say track ni ye hu nti na ma we ni mo kan track ben na ye hu o mampeni
ka say 1 year obesi 88 hospitals but ye hu hwe
baby
o kokate so de nyina bibi ankoso
thank you mami chira wa say
eti amani pa bi eye ni pa bi adwen say then one
obetu
yes one more expanded the scope say ye be no 111 no that is not correct
no tini antinas ye
okay
see o see eye April mu that is the 8th address COVID update no fellow Ghanaians the 8th address no to the nation no e no kan wo mu e say ye baby be say hospitals 88 for 88 different districts na ye shas ya e be take 1 year asana say ye the 1 year be ye no people calculated it from that period what me say and for that matter from that April twa mu anka was yetimi complete but o see ye the 1 year ne be ye na say 1 year he has not departed from it say be trade nra or entry is oko Kati saw the share project. Yes, 12 months. 12 months is the same 1 year.
18 months.
Yes, within 12 months.
Or say 18 one cut 12.
Yeah, 12. Yes. 12 months. Yeah, the 12 months. Yeah, the 12 months and it be complete.
18 we patch.
Was it 18?
18.
But the earlier a year I'm saying. Say or car no amount for far and say from almost calculating from April 2020 no. It is not so.
Na can calculating free.
No, I see. Yeah, this period ne be ye. And now we are starting and another year.
1 year na twam gra.
Say yan chance here. Yan chance here. The year chance say. Me ye 88 districts, hospitals for different
within a year.
Yeah, a year ne be ye. Thank you. And you say chance here and I say me ka just say Mayor where within a year, that's a main chance here. How would you do? Just say, that's chance here.
Now, on my venue, my timelines.
One can see from now, April 2020, I make say by 2021 April. No, maybe one can say that is where that's what I want to say. No, you're not. It's good we are doing this. What I'm saying, I'm on 40 years. I say, or see, yeah, the 1 year and a bay.
Okay.
And now, Yasha, I'm saying, Yasha, 17th Tuesday, Yasha Adenase. And it is going to follow from the other 8 other 100 ones now. So, because 101. It has been moved from. Let me tell you something. Time I hear one district, one constituency, one ambulance.
Yeah.
Who calculated constituency now? It was 275. But you are saying they buy 307. Remember, my every region you can sign a national office and you CEO. That is how MPP on another administration. That's how we do it. First of all, share at the one constituency, one ambulance. But we as no. Makani say name was yenye besusu si region. Ni yenye besusu si omo national so so ebebo anti efe sa pepe hwe we so sa district hospitals 101. And na 10 big kan 6 regions, 2 specialists, and then if you kwanta ni any western regions benya new your friends regional hospital. Ema ni nyina kabom kwa 101. But it is a visionary leader. Of say besides say the 88 na districts 101 na dey more na 88 na mekan crap. There is the need because your sons are then I establish new districts and municipals. Say places in nyina ye maybe wo mu a ebetimi aboa. Intini enfa bi kan kwa 101. Kwa 101 we are regional hospitals. Ye mbie bi ye renovate bi no so ni empe specialized friends hospitals so enke count. Eno de ekoso. me nuanom NDC for any omo parliamentarians a wo come asema no pay say akoye say de nanado kai omo ngidi no agyerin eye onwanwa Jerry Omampeni Kufo, Yakupon dum oman no, one dum Omampeni Kufo. Let me put it that way. Or dum oman no, Emma Yekonya fango. Yadi bayen, almost saying a jungle. That is any ye, homono, I started a chassis. Emma, Oman, the same Omampeni Kufo chassis, NHIS, oh, any ye, Nazunum, a year, Oman starting as a pilot project. And yes, Omampeni and another Danko Kufuado or buy or the free. SHS. Oh, baby, in fact, before you campaign, I'm saying, they can't be possible. That's Leo can remember. He's so rested. That's, I think, was it 2020 also? They give 20 years. 20 years time. Yes, any year, if I go see that's when free SHS. I'm say, well, I think the 5th year of its establishment. I'm a free SHS. I'm for Eben, FMAP University. And now, now, the same NDC, John Dramani Mahame, Korea, Tama. Yadi omo ba fufuro no omo say STS
Korea di
omo say cause ecosystem e dia ne ye ka fa ho ne di o kan kontompo ni niam wa ase ya hwana krapa na kontompo say fantasy as they describe no uyi nu fi wa saglemi obi e di $200 million amase yen fa nye 5,000 housing units na ewi the same amount but housing units a year no e less than 1,500 eno ne yen kan say me fan ko echire ye be di won de no na friends secondary schools also be see 200 ye buy 41 pd me nya on record eno no yen kan say de kaso kontompo omampeni ye kontompo ni a na hwana na ye di sa de no ekotare but in any case yen ko the substantive issue your friend is saying ye 111 agenda 111 no agenda 111 no e ma ye ti ase say every district beyond ye person won't say under the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 3 no actually and say I was see etimi boa in every nation na healthcare no edu nkrofo no and as yes on for travel aboboa no and yes say on travel for distance be travel card and niam akoye yi enne sa vision no and nam so am panika say no yenye sa de no at least entimi fa ensure say betima get to that goal 3 no amenne ye uhwe greater Accra anko ahwe Ayawa so north, Ombenya. Ayawa so west, Ombenya. Ayawa so east. Look at how close the whole thing. I say, Utu na tisene ne unam main road so within 20 minutes. But the people in the ambulance, a constituency be ambulance. It's a say sana yema healthcare na kwakoye. And this has been so unprecedented because on mine yenya any health infrastructure of this quantum before. Now omokasi enye yie no. Mabubo boni ma besin mienu miensa enan bi akere o kire say yen ka ye tise wo mu a say STS Korea na koda ni bi foforo yen ko si 200 SHS na koda ni 41 by the end of the day a enne size bi nu kra ho kwa symbol nu kwa na si o a say ne okan nkisi emi say ono no hwe ne say ne omo ya no no dey describe ye yo cause na oka si oh my home 6 months be ko ubenya kisie ni niam wa akrantie wo omo de no be ko na symbol ni si o na ya choro e wo so say bia construction so SHS so be ko na eyenwura nkwa ene wo ho aye tutu Facebook aye nyina ye hwe bi what me say enti no NDC for ne de ye say ya nemom let me tell him say e was say wo mutimi ye service to the nation than becoming a disservice to the nation. Why am I saying so? Yes, democracy efi the western world ho na yes and there is a way they do it. Say yetimi to aba na ye be form party be form aban pa all politics ni unnecessary eyini nyina no echo to hibernation. Say na be ya the development of the nation. Ukasa ya lashi omampeni na say enzo wiye o si o de osre no o de wentimi anya na oye mu bi krapa ye de be kai no. So what are you trying to say? In the first instance ontimi nye emma ave de o de osre no onye be ye bi krai de be kai no. What is this? What's that omusuban no NDC for ohun ade fita pa se enya ne ho de fi no be ka se ade we fita no na I asem kese mo because that is how they've been trained. But only asem bin when nya me nwanwa because this is a way they have been taught to do. Utie yera Samuel of Osampofo ne kasa bi e ba out and maybe atwem. Utie some of the points. This is how it is. Umien some say ne some say ya ne fact through the social media.
Ne ba ugu so kasa of Osampofo kasa.
Minka ne say minya.
Asamina ewo porta.
Na say minko mu ye. Asama.
Onyin to munti.
Oh, but for recent report if it's drive by from the CIA. Oh yes. Oh. Didn't you follow?
No.
You don't know about
I don't know, please.
Okay, media Mati.
The forensic audit.
Oh, from Israel, yeah, they did it. It came out. Oh yes, it came out. I'm report on this. Oh yes, the forensic Machi with Nikasebi Koka.
Officially,
voice. Okay, you have not seen it, but I'm telling you, I have seen it and read it.
I'm speaking from the official point of view.
Oh, I'm telling you that I've also seen it on official portals.
Okay,
that is it. It is. I'll speak to it.
Yeah.
Yes, because yet. And in same be okay woman into the mass and say because I mean in particular my referral to what Papa Neka and in the air course no say we shall make them very unpopular. Remember target here, who say my life is in danger so far as MPP are buying power, and these are some of the things that is going on. But Jerry, as some of me person me can Eddie Banner and say a ban track there, NDC can never take it from MPP. About the track record, NDC can never take it from. And I'm such an example. You know, say, who did $200 million? Kwasi 5,000 housing units a year. No, the same amount to now. So no, housing units no, I reduce it to less than 1,500. Who create also am I 200 free 200 school SHS secondary schools? The year na 41. Who create STX? Ose obesi. Every year, ko zero. She said, "We make a test no police station be line mpenifu agent na say oyebesi amamanya security manya yi. E ya hwena no e test no e ko si sen. Enti ye pe aban a otwa kontompo a na ye NDC aban na ye MPP aban. Ye pe aban ana okandini a onka no kware enche ne manfo a on ferry pose odi intrache ne manfo a na nye president Nanado. Seven Nanado buy I say me ba in my first term no SHS ye be shaz ampa oba January 7th in September 2017 but that's almost 8 months down the line no ya shaz etin upo bi otwa nkontompo a eno ni wo hwe wo anye ye nhuma show momentin no even ade on be 2 years see ho nursing training allowance teachers training allowance crap on almost dey bi on mining to me nye ento aso nye ade asabe womu bi ni mu kra po benefit womu no o se de bi womu ntimi ntoa so enti dan pempenso na edu no de ye twam esam reckless the way omu bu on mind recklessly ni ti no de e ko share IMF e ma say IMF the conditionalities by say even employment kra ma ye maybe Majari 2015 prior to 2016 elections na Afrobarometer report omu ye na the major problem of this country employment by a buyer in 2017. In 2019, another year preceding the general election in 2020, no report Afrobarometer the buy not problem roads is no more employment. And then a child was a sabi a buy within that period, no about 2 employment so sabi on completely on solve more be employment because even say nipa 100 here employment this year. Solve or China and next year you have another crop of people out from school almost 1 year employment, so you never complete solving unemployment issues. But the facts Afrobarometer report indicating in a year preceding elections in 2015 actually say the major problem of the country employment. Now you about 2019 another year preceding election and also say they say no employment but they say a road in the lecture say within the period no be take on my no that's the first term no ultimate 2 unemployment no esusa Emma is a problem of the country no akwa road and no more unemployment. Sabi enyanwa in what sense because of one constituency one ambulance now even besides the drivers now mu kraka no you have paramedical staff any niema nkrofo wom nti no bon say 307 ambulance there by any nyina when you kra no get about almost 1,000 people sabi one constituency one ambulance no I employ who you know few share your friend is a napco no beti unemployment issue no super my and then me no ka say yes sure say one district one factory am say enye yi and then you kra basi 140 of the one district one factory ejuma manfo enyemu kwan ejuma and also kan the number of people are far and this is very overwhelming. Plenty for food and jobs and also youth na nka omunye interested in agric no and also the do na akoshe mu and also create employment among And what I want to say, they say, if NDC, if MPP, say be difference room. Say adjectives, they be qualify, and now dangling modifiers, they be omampenia. as in his own words, or contemporary money there, and then NDC for was per the analysis of my two between the two political parties and former governments, Sebi Baku Somwa or yet to the satisfaction of the people. I am said the Americans in Mayeno, Maye, and Baku Somwa
the financial aspect of this huge project. $16.8 million. Bakubia, say averagely crying, yeah, the calculate here. Maybe Sassy Benesika one here, a tossman and toss.
The Senokano, 16.8 million a year for each hospital. And as we speak, out of the 101, emu 88, and I said almost sites have been secured. Your friend is saying land title scrapper have been also secured. Now the size for each, as we know, is 15 acres. Now Sikano 16.8. Yenya $100 million from GIF. That's Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. I secure. I say, I know more share. Say, no, can I say, no, because there's some fund being released here. At least it will share across all number started. But as a project, because there's a committee for that, and the economy for as well, fund in GIF, the same way now. Say 12 months now, 18 months now, it can be worked within.
Okay. How you need 100.9? Where's the good morning, champion McJerry? Agenda 111 has really dazed the NDC. I'm not sure the NDC man who just spoke has balls within his thighs and tell him his NDC to go to court if someone has gone against the constitution. Ask the NDC what happened to President Kofo's affordable housing project. Henry Cassie do Henry message in that Baby do it. Okay. All right. Okay, but that's it. And then what's over there with the Abba. Teacher constitution the free, you are say. Also, none of those achievements are killing the NDC slowly. Ghanaians should be very careful when dealing with the NDC because most of their leaders have PhD in propaganda. Okay, but that's it. And also with the Abba. Switch your chairman or then home. Right. Where says so? As at the time that the NDC and Mahama took Ghana to IMF to the extent of frozen public sector employment, Ghanaians were not dying, but rather enjoying, right? Do you guys still believe the Ghanaians have short memories? The patrol, where your blueprint or the free Esika do Ketang? Did your mal in Sudan? Or know what you see? I see we don't think NDC full soldiers are going to fight and kill themselves at the police station, as JDM is calling for. His sons are full-grown men now, so they should come out. Okay? And that's it. And they will message out what they are back. Where's the so is Kwakwadama man who's still in office? With all this kululu behavior, God is watching. My name is Simon Azaloko, or the frag book by UP down. Where's the McJerry there? Continental state planters under the able leadership of John Dramani Mahama. The Crane Loot and Share Brigadiers. They are it again. And the National Distraction Consortium, NDC, claimed that the MPP Agenda 111 is unattainable. Where so says President Mahama says Agenda 111 project will not be completed before the MPP administration leaves office. He seems to be so sure of his party winning the next elections. He might be dreaming. Teacher Kujo, Tepa, and the Soso. Opinionate here in Africa, so ex-President Mohammed is incompetent and he couldn't collate their election results in the general elections. And now, going on thank you tour. What are they thanking Ghanaians for? Noah the Young Builder also, so who is talking like copy and paste? JDM goes to thank you to whenever he sees the competent and Baumia starts touring their good work like Agenda 111. Noah the Young Builder DNA. Mustafa Menya Krobo said, when a strong country is ruled by weak people, the country suddenly becomes weak. Example is Ghana currently. Nanado promised over 300 brand new SHS failed. One day, one if we fail, BB and another will fail. Also, Chia, Davido, and Baba Jamal. We say good morning, boss. In fact, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah started Akosomodamo without money, but he finished. He completed the project. But your way free yaw from Pong, I'm gonna near Krum, and I say, if I'm to win him. Mystic wonder and Saoma do a dream. I say the net corrupt and treacherous and another Dr. Baumia-led government is real definition of insensitivity, and you have increased your salary and that of your appointees astronomically, and yet careless about public sector workers. The Agenda 111 is another usual sloganeering fanfare and a scam. Where you say, Rollins died yesterday, and we hardly mention his name today. If Kwaku think he can ride on the back of the Professor Mills to fame, he is deceiving himself. Comfort within Mama G Kaswa. OCNDC party and their leaders are confused about the Agenda 111. We don't care about what they will say about this good initiative. Mama G also Honorable Mavis our concern. We're a Ghanaian journalist. So do you still trust this government about so-called Agenda 111? Communal Hospital, Akwaku is saying. JDM, in fact, Obono Modenenso and the Eriko Kono or the Free La Paz. We say the NDC against supporters union are beating their what? And it cannot be possible. It cannot be possible going against the Agenda 111 vision of President Nana Akufo-Addo. Just as the date against the free SHS. Leviticus powers also regards to Mavis our comes. We say the very things Ahmed Banda is mentioning is being deteriorated or not working. At John Mahama's time. Under John Mahama, most statutory payments, including Get Fund, National Assembly Common Fund, even scholarships, were in a huge arrears. That even led to Ghanaian students studying abroad to be stranded. Onol Amponsa, Amsterdam. Okay. Now, Yemomo, UTAG, Wama suspend Wama strike. John Mahama's told on the same Bibliatujua about the elections and others. So let me give you the 5 minutes. I don't know which of the areas that you will tackle. First.
Mark Jerry.
Yes, boss.
Let me thank you for the good work you've done this month. You have done a very beautiful job.
Oh,
the expose now why you are not paying. Ghana for the was
expose,
the expose ni say.
Yes, sir.
Obiti how was it Omampani last year July? What number na walk out sword no? One car 12 months, was he 18 months? I am happy. Etro Katra ma amudinam no. Ebi na what demonstrate wa he. Obi a would defend that bang. Come to sit here, try to twist and shift the goalposts. President can public is on record. Was it 12 months, which is 1 year. And Reggie, after you have done exposing him, was some movie so and no couple or kaya Ghana for here. Because what kind no na adwuma yanyan start here. Why? And then the Okasa Ghana for Tiasia, Mitiasie or Trofo Kasa, a Trofo and Etanasi. When you push him, who is posing is at the end Debbie and 12 months was okay until your Sakura Pudia. Tell me what can start 12 months, no? Ned Juman start here. Until Ghana for an Tiasie, one can't say 1 year, no, at the end by ready. Oh, the Minini Yadri, F say. Or Trofo Kasa and your Trofo the Etiasie. Ghana for your Trofonti. Troni Kasa Yentinase. Why? And another serious.
Who you see the word like Trofo?
Okay, I didn't true. Or Quantompuni. Okay, Saquantompuni. Help me with my tree. Saquantompuni. Quantompuni Kasa. Quantompuni Etiasie. Because I Mintiase so and ye that the whole president of the republic, the number one gentleman of the land, can go and commission a project and promise someone project no then you tell us that project and start a commission a quiet day. Mo cutting sword cutting no project start you now you cut on sword. Was it start here? And he made mention of say after land acquisition of land documents now they are there. Look. Until I say they have taken Ghanaians for granted, and governance is serious business. If you have a serious leadership, before president will come and address his citizens or assure them of something, no, this preliminary working in now why you there. Yanya assassino, Sikana Edibaya, the Yanyan in Accra, Yanya say before president speak. Because the word of a president is a powerful word. And yan na yedia na yedia Ethiopia yedia wayono. But for President Akufo-Addo, when president speak, citizens take it serious. And then na yedia say wayo bia just say the president na baba kasa. My brother has not been, fair. He has not been, sincere to the listeners. And he knew. What bay was for Jubilee House, Hunty, what in fact, one for to her. What him very well say, you are fairly 88 in the ye. And you find another plan B, Nanka say, oh, yeah, expansion. Until when you push him, he couldn't even stay there. Now he was going up and down, planting for food and job. And they're planting for food and I'm telling you, which I know you are aware, we are importing maize. Planting for food and job in tea, say yeah, Juma, and ne kayan crab bro. Okaka ambulance. Ambulance are Mudifa blocks.
An ambulance
are Mudifa blocks.
What would they fabulous?
No, why?
Now, ambulance in the crowd, not actual blocks in a show me.
And what he say?
And then they say, you
miss it,
and ya MPP.
My dear, Miss K. What and so blocks. K. What and so. And K. What and so. What besides Ankasio? Ambulance, you had the 4 block out Naha, and you are proud to say this. And who should you what he say? K. What and so. But we are saying that look. And nema ekoso na ayibosha ye kayen disono. That is not good for your records.
Okay.
Mukan some agenda 111 look. I am prophesying this morning. That was 18 months. The President Akufo-Addo 8 means 5. 5 within 18 months. I'm Agary. Me quarry do be. This is Chris Dugan speaking. Put it on. Me say 18 months. So what me say 5 solid. 5 solid. A doctor for a nurse for wo and for patients who go on a show mu kama. Send a President Mama here reach hospital. Send a Tepa hospital. Bakwai. Me kasare do so. He talks about track record. So we need track and ya no na edika track record. Who can now appoint and I'll give you few. Under President Mama NDC. Yeah, you can't hate me yo. Young kwasisi abo hospital.
NDC health minister wachire mu die ntia. San First Hospital aye 88 no. Even project ni be a hotel because COVID-19 bremo yenim nyina turbulence ayo.
Oh my God, back there wa bo me ba ho. Me ba under the same COVID-19 na yedi OPPP 2.8 million edi ko free plane dware wiem. Under the same COVID-19 if president that profligate expenditure, if president can recklessly rent a jet and be showering on air, and if there's not COVID-19 in here, I mean, look, some of this response are insult. And you did the attempt to the taxpayer and the Ghanaian electorate. Under NDC, he talks about track record. I mean, person you rebefi. NDC and John Dramani Mama, me ka mi chire, one chire bi. Northern region alone. Yes, 6 polyclinics. Me am Krom Tatale Polyclinic and the NDC. Karaga Polyclinic and the NDC. Karaga Polyclinic and the NDC. Tapuni Polyclinic and the NDC. Wapuli Polyclinic and the NDC. Then Gusegu. These are polyclinic 6 solid under NDC and John Dramani Mama. Hospital. Bank of Ghana University of Ghana Ridge Wahaya. Okay, woko Ashanti regional Tepa Afaridiano yanyina hu bebi a ekosi Bakwai. These are facts. Go out there and check. These are track records. Until na ya can say.
Yes sir.
Samu kase ye chichiru maya Magere. O many chichire ya na yewum. Namum yɛmfa ntorɔ ɛnkyekyeere man yɛde nakoradie ahombraseɛ pɛma ɛna ɛde kyekyere man
Madam say Solomon Asante.
Yeah. Magari.
Yes, sir.
Medasi. Na Jerry, osi ye kan enima mienu Mahama ne to no ene.
Na ne to na meka UTAG.
Ena UTAG. Enti mu de we na minya kan no.
So
okay. All right, we dance baby. Okay. Go ahead. What am I saying? Ma meka sure say. Time omampeni sha say oya working visit to the 5 northern regions. Yeah. Ena me kan mu say the way I every palace, every community of Bekono, Ahimfono, Airborne Abasu, Palugu, they do we are not born Abasu from palace to palace. Now, we can just, I deal with one share. Bema, here John Draman, a betisim. But as to what exactly would a betisim acquire, and Mammy Ternos, I dear pay, I am we present from palace to palace. One share pay a betisimo. Predictable, very, very predictable. One say, yeah, no. Yes, true. He is scared of the Nanado store. And you know, then Nanado now or contrary, no how there was on TCH echo started a because send your car, Mahama is scared of Nanado store. And Yaming, oh yes, it's true because Papaya Shas, who praises a neighbor. Yes, why you wear my yes, and you one can done a piece about that bone. And where do we be as say, or better be as say, ah, Timmy, you know, I didn't ever pay. I remember Mahama bet TSMU. But they are now acquired the Mimajia, not some mechanics. But and Yemen, and wasn't a Chris Akawa, yes, he was afraid of his store. And it is proven he was afraid of his store. And
yes, I know.
One cousin, one just word, I say he's afraid of his store. And yes, he's afraid of his store. Mama is afraid of another store. Not only who's ultimate. I say more cocaine about one. Mintias here. And they say, okay, say more cobble gatangano. The first day. Okay, Bibi, if I say he is disappointed, say ye see, and J refuse to one more suggestions now on the coin. Majari, it is not wholly true. And you see, they refuse to. Omoji, in fact, baby, I'm going to be called, baby, I'm going to be called recipients. And do ye see, or J, all right. And I say, that dear way, no, IPAC. I need the right platform. I was continuing. I was saying, I'm on the back IPAC. That was it. Just this Monday, I was seated on another sister TV station. I was saying, oh yes, maybe to me, the one cannot. And I said, oh, much requiring. I said, that's what they find. Now, so it doesn't spoil anything. Because IPAC and Sebio, Moon and Ambekobi, you see, Nankasa can be Namoye, sir, sitting. So you can present, okay, this is what one political party has brought, and then it could be discussed. So that thing is done. It is never true, say, the Electoral Commission. Didn't accept their proposals or suggestions normally by what me say. Now, how suggestions in the moon and Kazan there's some places also me take it and go 30 point and almost the 2 Jan 30-point proposals and almost the command you see no. Now dear now one more can ushe baby to say point 2 almost point 2 now. I saying there must be a public broadcast of the presidential vote collation process at the UC head office as and when the constituency presidential results are received. Majari, is that not a practice? And you know UC say collate at the headquarters, you know. Say as and when it can because constituency, you know, it goes through the region. UC regional offices until UC regional offices normal presented the call UC head of the national headquarters, you know. And that is what has been the practice. The 29th point almost electoral officials who breach the rules should be sanctioned. The UC itself should be sanctioned for non-compliance with its legal obligations, including applicable rules and regulations. Of course, it's the private sure and then without this proposal, say UCB, I non-compliance on face sanction. Say benye been a buyer. Papa been Muhammadu Numna so mo keke committee my coban say the past administration commissioners need be efimu. So obi ye adwuma no yisi na say one following line one ye compliant to the rules and regulations. Definitely into such a way it's as if it's not there.
Right. Your 5 minutes is up.
What's the first one? I see very normal. Just as your friend is saying, you need to Oh yes, I want to point to them. Say how much proposals, but Osha points 39. At least I was able to. I read all the 30. A bit more a legal here. Said easy crack and say, you could see say yes, you could. But there are some other ones. I don't know whether they want to make up a particular number of pages bigger because someone said them where are the existences that what is the necessity? Okay. Because I need Jack you know
Better say Monchana me for few calls now. More finalize it. 0302243. As ever, move on. Chamina code in there, so season more money to you. 03022435540. My menu are doing today. Martin.
No, Mark.
The battery too.
Mecha with you, we are from Idiot, Mika Free Sender Mary.
Okay.
Maybe Dr. Dixon, I'd not cook to see a Yasu to move via Mechiano son of pay. Minia or the saying. NDC is the woman be breeze, doing your home on Beja, woman in Yai. Oh, there's a moody be beer of my Mano, not the MPP start here. Mutumi Eka as Mbapa a father. Yakimem ho, 30 years and by any just it be beer, baby, any. You see a minute or two, as some more can say, or Shank Gom say 18 months and Nanado, to me a day, to me every 5 for crowd, Ubijai. You remember, and now why what they say, Kubuahini. Ever can't say Nana Buahini, what they say, Nana Kubadu, Emunia, Ubeja politics here, and Onami, what are so at Timuna and Drosa, propaganda, and a modern Namsa, Minia, Gana for anymore, Adena Nana Ayeno, and Yaku Muniamo. No one can say at the end of Wumundi, the Elcono, a man who Nippane woman, you, and so had Nepia. What is a one district, one factory, Umbeino, and one Avia. Obia, who the air coso, and it is all right. What doing yet? That says, every no any ever.
Madam, see, I know what you're doing, Mammy, for next one. Maybe to my chair. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know you too.
I'm going to watch your papa. I'm so boy to my. I'm in chair, bang away. I'm in chair, no for free far. Or MP no Amasaman. Would you pay? The American Yan say, Majari, oh, we are wrong, Mammy Wardrobe. We are pet, Cochira, Copaco, Cotoni, Kunfire, La Soup, and one on Webby.
Martin, may I say, what do you see? I just know you go.
The American Yan is home. I do a bomb pioneers and another to me. And you remember my gano. Improvement in a Cameroon, you know, many of you might. That is why I form one year a being here to mark for you. One more better door, one more better proper, one more better to and yet, yes, you remember. Okay. One pioneer, you know, and this is what pay too much, and ye. I don't know what my corner kiss. I'm buying ye.
I don't know that I say, Mammy for free. I ain't to us. About your match, get you, okay. Mammy for a match? Yes, sir. I'm out of my brother.
Oh, Brappen, oh boy, Jumawati.
That's
now, Mammy, Razak, Kodupu, Yura, Samuel, Kunanabi, Market, Yankua, Rabiomobi, and I mean, in Sirawam. My Jerry, but oh, and this is no your friends.
Praise Bellamy.
Okay, so I don't know if I call a strong room now. Your man is seeing on the 3 hours, and I don't know.
Meaning saying what for dear, I just confirm, I mean, no
passing into the center, no passing with this. It's almost there, almost there. There's a strong room for both because you team 1 cup, Mark. Now it's around 3 hours. Now, say with the overpower, you're gonna hire them. Was in the power 1.2 million or 1 million to my MPP. 1.2 crime. And this is for Sarah. Now opening media Yamaka. And this is for the Casa. What is still your say? Nanado to million 5 Ghana. Who made that politics? I didn't want to 10 years old to million 5 crowd. I don't know because politics in there. If you obey radio sober, no more quite no baby. Media Jamaica Ghana for. And they say. And this is by almost your talent, and so do so and fear 9 almost years of it. And now, by we are America for you, swing. Papa, boy, I hope my Abba is Saturday. And NDC no man panida da Muhammad ye. Na papa na nkasa no tem ya na no ye nwanwa o. Obi a wakwa to aba, wo se na na do three president. Ama akokọ ya bum premier no say. Wo ti ko nyina wo sori ya wo ye mu pe ayimochi abi hu na nkotwa, nkotwa nso bi na mfa miamia. Wo so sa ba biem. O mra Ghana for ye.
Okay. Medase. Abrewa, medase. Me pa cho me fa foforo. Mache.
Majale.
Yes sir.
Majale atuba ni ni.
Atu yoko.
Ya mchia mu bebe ewe ni mafa mo. Na mchia honorable case the point. We did there oyobia ogwa Ghana papa. Ehwe 37 cardio center OSEI Adama.
I don't I'm say Kafra na first line no anything na me also just one line na no did the woman yes I need this table am for be ba cho mache
Hello.
Hey be na I don't gaza.
Good morning.
Yes sir. Okay anyway order me you from be ba cho mache o
Budgetary.
yes
Ibi abokode.
na me adon boko ba cho wani o
Rose no dey we Fashama Lebanon.
okay Rose yanko
Me na bema. You see, ye penye minister, health minister. So ye country bia akabai this na papa ya kaisi onjina mano. Papa wudi wusa bogana sikemu a wa bogana kono se ya chiuse. Enne uko jina ho a ututu ayampia de ma president Mahama se Mahama onye ude. Mini agana no kwen na empe o. Na nadu ye lo ye ni mapa. Agana fo nim se papa e be di president a odi emma ebe ye djuma Ghana ha. But na nadu memu na enya nkofo a o bi o musa bogana sikemu ye chi o muse kra ampo na nadu se dedi omo ono ye. Omo na omo di nechi a oni omo nam. Cha di ma benu o sa di na nadu e a o komisi mini ayere ho eyenu gwase ma o my Ghana say. No, do feel this country pa. And now Musajina no more say a baby. I am a cassa and some deal on baby because Ghana forfeit to my papa president. A baby may be a with you. You can't present or baby just 3 years, 2 months. I was to hospital. It's a school that a year yakwa. None of 5 years in it. 5 years no coin. One tell me hospital back one another to me say, oh my God, and then I'm say, move see hospital, my Ghana. I did that 111. I did that in there 111.
Okay, but that's Rose, but that's my last one. You fancy. Never so much. Yami advocate.
Aha, wabo meremedi. Ke kira won feni, ma menchie nyankopon. Nyankopon tie mi tie no papa na menchie Joshua Midu Akamba National Organizer man this. Se so awon di mo na menchie o mampanyini eye ni onyanfo ahofedu ya be ma tintikam na ma tondr. Mama on jadishie e bia wonam bia nyame nka ne ho o wona koyase yam. Binia people will chow idea to be so a year project ye baba no ye be project bia ye catch so ansana ye ko pe ho akandi na ye catch ye pe we no to ansana ye be catch so adenti ameka sa ye papa ku for do se catch so ma Ghana mo nyanne brimbi etwe no o se sa pinga se ne Sophie Bonika butu bebi obedu bia no akatch so ho bebi obedu na catch so ho who project ni ba ku mpoye have minister yare be ye twa jajo koda ko pedro ba no akobo Ghana krono etise na se sabe peda so ti ni fia use uba be ye live na se uti fina sa to yampe mama na se ye kan ti bien ka papa we tabran ka ne jamra no obe hwehwe nko sifi utimo ofia timma Ghana fo duma Ghana ha nye ne ye papa ko be umba radio tv so a na ya ma duma mpimpi ahin what's the plan for food and job? Yes, school for no a bro, it may be a crappy amanoni, easy a cup of money. People for no back from fear into me when you are.
Okay, made us say, and also I didn't try with the ban. I was your hand, I made a friend of BDC. Happy birthday to Emmanuel Nanaya Wasiri Opoku. Way from your wife, your Josephine, Mrs. Opoku. Or a piece FM online or so we show. A year happy Babes, your semi council say, "We a lovely husband." It's Mr. Emmanuel Nanaya Opoku and Nanaya was see you Opoku. Happy birthday from your wife Josephine. Our year Peace FM online. Then another one to Deborah Akwe. Our year Promacedo Ghana Limited Procurement Department. You two, you are celebrating your birthday today. Pam Yobri and a child Friku. Someone will show happy birthday. Praise, final comment.
You see, as I'm paying here.
Okay.
Na can say, onipa bia e be judge every track record. O man panya o ka say track record. Ye bi so mo track record a na ye boachi bi din. Wo si woni ka ye beku. Ka ye run ho afi na wo dwane. Me nu ye ka ya o ka say track record. Me bi bo hospitals ne projects ayeye. O wie ye no wo de fanche. Apart from that, atro rounds I the pink as I say a conwa ye the name the bo from basa amfa so bia ni so no. President Mama and NDC are not perturbed and we can't be scared. We know what we are doing. This is the president, the former president with a track record. Impeccable track record. Would do huntanya ye. Obi ti baby na wo pese wo gu ni hu fi se wo mbombo de Ghana for dodo nkofo ano mo benefit e wo ho no. Omo siri no. Na se krampo a mu ba ya mu di tro ba covid ba yi. President Mama Dawurma. Mo ministers a enye yare na adepa you have to even wish your enemy well. Mo ministers a yare bubo mo a na ye pa baby mo kwoto dwa no. Bibre President Mama Dawurma mo ko chele gwo ho. That is the kind of leadership we want. Ghana need a pragmatic leader like John Dramani Mahama.
Praise Belami me that say Solomon Asante.
And about the records now, La Polyclinic, you're pulling it down. I constructed La Teaching Hospital, just as they did to Rich Hospital. Now, Ufioba Wale Hospital, MPP Abansho, expansion of new Chebik Government Hospital, Uba Kofodia Regional Government Hospital,
nothing.
Go and Government Hospital. Uko Tetekwashi Hospital, Mampo Equiapim, and also expansion construction of a new district hospital in Ebri, Equiapim Sub District, and also cost was construction of the Ebri. No, expansion is good there. And the completion of maternity, Confanochi Children's Hospital, and also. And now also district hospitals. Yes, and Abupe Central Gonja District Hospital. So Manya Yilo Krobo District Hospital. Tolo Kumbugu and also District Hospital. Sola Tuna Kaba District Hospital. And Sana way to get to North Hospital. And Sana Contombra District Hospital.
Okay, Solo.
Polyclinics were home Consoyem Bole Eluwa Contombra. Bogo so because that is it. Because now Ladiana can masa la on fa kan kwechiru. We do point to can nefa. Ne kohwe not china bekama amana wie bekama Ghana food. And no no beko instead of hospital is a teaching hospital. Teaching hospital. Beko yes they are doing it.
Solomon Asante me that say.
It track in here will be pa ye kan ye yo.
Okay.
Solomon Asante go say. Ye kan ye yo. Said yo ye me da Ghana for. And I do your track record. That's it. And when you sana, so yeah, track now my din. No, for the track be any. I better be man. I better know why you din.
All right, okay. Solomon Asante, the MPP Greater Accra Regional Deputy Director of Communications on our turning Kano. Praise Belami Dugan, NDC National Communication Team member. On so Babe Kame home. I'm interested to me the messages in I can me find messages in the kakran fan chomwe na yes sorry encore Pamela Biadi free podcast of guys the former president John Mahama is very bold by saying that MPP government intentionally closed down some pro NDC radio stations. Farouk Adifri Chamal said the not possible and pessimist behavior of NDC must stop. But for the good spirited leadership of MPP, Ghana would still be searching for oil in commercial quantities. Farouk and Ediaba. We say NDC was against the building of Jubilee House, NHIS, capitation grant, school feeding, Metro Mass, and others. Now they are against the Agenda 111. It will not work. Elijah Edifree AGYEMAN ena odiaba. Isaac Opoku Edificanishi. Also, this MPP government is using Agenda 111 to cover the corruption. MPP is still corrupt. Isaac Opoku. Abasa Prof. Also, Agenda 111 hospitals has given JDM sleepless nights and made him speak the truth about 2020 elections. The patcho one song, but I say, and then what they abba. Where's Susie saying? Good morning, Mark Jerry. God richly bless you this morning. In fact, Ghanaians are tired of Nanado and his governors. High prices of goods and services, a hard drain. Steven inside that Blake Curve, and in here. Where's the Ghana politics? I eat cheap for everybody. Edu Gemfi, Athens, Greece. Hey, I do it on Makai, and my first time in the code Greece. Where's the Mark Jerry? Chris Dugan will not address the issue on board, but will rather attack the president. Shiake, Abele, on the sweaty freedom. No creating messages and some money to say also, but Bomb Omode, I can't do na. Me sorry, the enemy Seda, but the ma a ye kojo or Damiado. Producer one, Otamechi. But the Aseda, a ma a ye Margaret, Abena Frima, a bankro. Also, a year in charge of the social media handles. Wami ye. Medi aseda bema kwa bina fo. Amedi aseda ama sapon koma jesi. Wamo na ebu ami ya edi jumedi. Ya de ebreo. Right, that is the way of motivating you. The ATB bedroom what? OJ, Papa B. Beautiful track, of course. Every time in the luxurious say, Yajaman, Yakopon Yadaman, Nenumere. May the torchlight ebebro, Namuamua and Yasu constituency. So we were Yasu constituency, and then me baby host to a Yamo MP. Honorable Dr. Dixon Adomako Kisi. And then you remember the torchlight here by Betono, so it's a Yasu to for hey. Menumu be shia ho. Me so read your Bible bone, your mamma be a marquafo. Or the meme to do me better also. Ola Michael be some near the drive time in this one, bro. And you bring us here cross over to Peace 104.3. But that's another second news, you know. That the Bible no do me, you know. Jankopo should be God willing. And me no baby Jinamun and say Ochana Yebesen Dr. Farah Dixon, executive producer, Medana say. The general manager Kennedy Asantio say Medana say. Persia Boaje, the darling boy, my supervisor. Also Medana say. Me pacho Hana Medijumedi say Yankopon should be